We are live. Welcome,
Yo!
everyone. Yo!
Oh my god, this is gonna be fun.
You guys ready, Club Baby Seals?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No, because we're arguably doing something worse than clubbing baby seals. We're clubbing a long since dead company. There's a very divided line between people who like this podcast. You're either old enough to remember it, or you're too young to know what it is.
I mean,
And if you're the
went
latter,
down 4 years ago.
too young to know what it is. Because remember, 4 years ago, the internet was still there, meaning people probably didn't watch it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought 4Kids went out of business 15 years ago.
No. Not that long, actually.
So,
It feels like it was, though.
Yeah.
to the people who might be listening to us wondering, why do you guys want to talk about 4Kids?
Because someone has to.
Go sit over there. We're going to talk about 4Kids.
It was, I think it was a part of all our childhoods to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Ah, God, when fucking 4Kids, it sneaks up on you in ways that you don't expect. 'Cause I don't think I'm in the minority when I say this. How do you have a subpar show, but such a fucking, slapalicious opening?
yeah, what the fuck? I unironically, as stupid as the lyrics are, I still, fucking get hyped every time I hear the One Piece rap.
I know, right?
Fucking...
God damn.
To
I
where,
still...
first of all, they call Sora, fucking, oh, I'm so angry, Zoro a samurai, and the only thing they have to say about Nami is she's a girl.
No, she's an LADY and she's not shy.
Okay, she's not shy. I guess that's a one other thing about her personality.
It's not even Zoro, don't forget. His name was Zolo.
Zolo.
I swear to God, I love that. And it's not even that he's a samurai baddie. He's like a samurai.
He's like a samurai, because the only people use swords are samurai.
That was the thing. When they were writing that opening, when they had it, they fucking, oh God, what was the story on this? It's writing the opening for that. They called him a samurai, and then they realized that he's not a samurai, so they were like, shit, what are we gonna do? His name's Zolo, he's just like a samurai. That was their fucking clever duct tape on the wall fixing up the whole work. It's...
I mean, it's held all these years. You gotta give it to that duct tape.
No, that was some strong duct tape. No, Chibi, don't even say sure like it hasn't held, alright? Nobody does it not like the One Piece opening.
I mean, there's some leaks there, but you know what? It still works.
Yeah, and those leaks provide us cool, refreshing water when we're at our most dehydrated.
I don't know. I wouldn't drink whatever water's coming out of that.
Listen, you know why? It's because you can't see it, Chibi. Look, just look around you and look beyond, and then you can make an unbreakable bond. The world around you is not what it seems.
Go fuck yourself.
Could it be my destiny to be shaman?
Shaman King.
To be shaman.
Shaman King.
So,
If you're
oh God.
you can be though.
Okay, no, before we get too into this,
Before we get
Too late.
copyright.
there's something Batty needs to play right now for the recording.
Fuck. You're putting me on the spot, Chibi. I'm gonna have to do one of either two things. Do you want the full fucking video?
No reason why you can't.
It's just gonna take a second. Fuck you, Chibi. I didn't know you would actually make me play this piece
Can
of
we
shit.
even actually play the full video?
Is it copyrighted?
It's
I
the
don't
think we
national
should.
anthem.
No, but it's because it's being done by specific properties with their things in it. I don't think we
I
can.
don't think we really should. Is the thing.
Maybe. Yeah, let's
not
do
risk
that.
it. Okay,
You know
so
what? Fine. Just hey, whoever's listening to this, go to YouTube and just type in "4 Kids National Anthem," and it'll
And if
probably
one
be
of
the
us
first thing you
remembers,
see.
And
if one of us
watch
remembers, we'll put it in the link. We'll put it in the description below.
yes.
and just watch fucking Splinter kill it.
Like
It
fucking.
goes fully into it.
Imagine like an entire cast of characters, including Master Splinter, Sonic, Knuckles, Luffy, some of the Winx girls, and Usopp, like singing the national anthem. By the way, which none of the characters depicted. The only character I think that's American that's participating in the 4 Kids. Yeah, it's just Raph. It's just Raph. Oh my god.
Oh my. Where do you guys want to start with this? Because I can just talk about 4 Kids openings. Because
Can I talk about the national anthem for a second?
Go ahead.
go ahead.
So a lot of
Okay.
my fond childhood memories I had at my grandpa's house because
Here we go.
now
Oh,
let's get
no.
the sad part over. My grandpa's dead. Like he's super fucking dead. Like my grandpa's been dead for like over 4 years at this point. He's a dead dude.
As long as 4 kids.
You don't need to tell us this,
My
Daddy.
my
Get on
grandpa
with the story.
died when 4 kids died. But now that I have the sad part out of the way, when I was a kid, I used to watch 4 Kids and Fox Kids and all the programming because I was too stupid to fucking know which channels the Saturday morning cartoon blocks were on at my own house. But my grandpa had a TV that had like 3 channels on it that you had to like just to illustrate the volume button was a knob that was also the off button, and it had a secondary knob that changed the channels. So
I remember those old fucking TVs.
yeah, and I remember watching the 4 Kids national anthem, and I was like, whoa, look at all these cool cartoons that I never get to watch hardly. But yeah, that's my story.
Listen, you ain't missing much. The Ninja Turtles were like no other. They were turtles, they were teenage brothers. Sonic went fast. Shaman King had a destiny. Cubics didn't exist.
What?
But what about the robot for everyone?
I hate Cubics so fucking much.
I fucking love this
Its
game.
opening was so fucking weird. It didn't make sense to me because it was like hyper at 1 second, like going a mile a minute, and then it slows down. It was like Cubics, robots for everyone. Like I wasn't sure if that was an opening or if somebody was like collapsing on the ground trying to ask for help.
You're gonna break some kids' necks with that whiplash.
For the right, said it right. Fucking Cubics.
I love it so much.
Cubics.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm sorry, it's cubic.
It's fucking Cubics. It was basically Battle Blocks was all Cubics is.
I hate your cubic so much.
We could have just called him Blocko and it would have been just as fine. Oh my god.
if we're still talking about openings, Sonic X.
Oh, I fucking love the Sonic X opening so fast. I would annoy my
Gotta go
fucking...
fast.
I would annoy the fuck out of my parents because I would try to sing as fast as possible. Like the Campfire song from SpongeBob.
It was great.
Oh my god. Gotta go fast! Gotta go fast! Gotta go faster, 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 faster!
Now, the thing is, a lot of people didn't know this at the time until I brought it up like a couple months back. We didn't have Gotta Go Fast at the beginning.
Yeah, you guys had a different one.
We had a European opening.
Yeah.
There was no lyrics apart from just people saying Sonic X in it like every now and then. It
Yeah.
was still a good song, is the thing.
Well, see, I've heard the European opening, and I like it. It's just, like, weird that, like... Did they think that just, like, American kids were too, like, hyperactive that, like... the fucking, like, I mean, we...
I think it was more the case of you needed something hyper to get you interested.
Oh, yeah, that makes
I
sense.
don't disagree with that. Fucking, the Sonic X opening is the equivalent of if a group of kids just sat down in a room and just like mainlined an entire syringe of pure candy cane.
Yep.
Just melted down and put directly into their vein. Like, that shit gets you, like your pupils dilate the first time you hear the Sonic X opening. It's like you don't think straight. I was jumping from couch to couch at like 8 years old because I was like super fucking into the Sonic X opening.
Excuse me.
The thing is, I feel even though they're very different, they still have the same level of hype to them. The different intros.
No, it's a subjective amount of hype. I think I feel so fondly about the Sonic X opening. It's a good song, but it's more just nostalgia because I remember loving it as a kid, and I still do like it right now. But there are some openings that like I didn't like as kids that I grew to love once I got older. Like, oh my god, can we talk about one of the most famous 4Kids openings?
Yeah.
The Yu-Gi-Oh opening versus the Japanese one.
The original Yu-Gi-Oh one. Yeah.
Your move. Yu-Gi-Oh.
Like, if Dan was here, he'd fucking kill me for saying this, but the 4Kids opening, better than Japanese to me. It was the best one.
It's time to
It had
duel!
that mystical feeling that that show is supposed to be known for.
Well, it's like so fucking epic and like emotional.
Like, I swear the way it goes though, it's something about the American opening to it. It's like, it's not real, but I've always wanted to edit the American opening and just replace like every fifth frame with just like a quick advertisement that says buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because I feel like that's what it's there for. It's like it just flashes in your face and it's like buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards, buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards, buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Ask your parents, they won't say no after the 100th time. Buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards, buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That whole anime was just made to sell cards, and it's fucking funny, and it did a good job.
It did a great job.
Fucking your move. It's time to do. Oh my fucking god.
Wait, was GX also 4Kids too?
That's where we get
Yep.
game on, get your game on. Come on, you better play your cards right.
That was my favorite opening as a kid, I think.
Batty, were you chilling out with the crew in the schoolyard?
Fuck yeah, I was!
And you know what? It only took until like 2 years, roughly 2-3 years ago, for someone to do a fuller version of it. That actually
Really?
sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, X the Dark Zone.
Oh my god, X the Dark One's cover of that is fucking great.
Go check out Extra Dark One.
You should. We like I very rarely hear somebody do like an actual like good cover of certain anime openings that I think are really like, oh shit. Like people do good covers of them, but there's never one where I was like, this could 100% have been the opening because it sounds really fucking good.
Okay.
Like X he sings so good.
This could have been like the real opening for all we know. An
would've-
extended version of the real opening.
So
Chilling out with the crew in the schoolyard.
I've been looking up notable 4Kids voice actors to kind of get a feel and kind of reminisce about some voice actors I looked to up to as a kid and like have voiced stuff throughout my entire childhood and up until today. I looked up Eric Stewart, who for those who don't know, he's the voice of Brock, Kaiba. What else? Who else does he voice?
James.
James, yeah.
4Kids voice, I can't remember, but Slayers, he's Gallery.
Yeah, in Slayers he's Gowry. If you're like familiar with like 4Kids stuff, you're like every 4Kids property is probably gonna have Eric Stewart's voice somewhere in there. But did you know he's also a musician?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I know that.
I didn't know that. He has his own band, and he's toured with Ringo Starr, Lynyrd Skynyrd, and Chicago.
Huh.
Yeah.
He's good at what he does.
I guess it's not just a side gig.
Back.
That's kind of funny. I didn't realize that.
Would you say Eric Stewart was the Chris Sabat of 4Kids?
Yeah. Well, he's also like a big voice director too.
That makes sense.
Yeah. He I think he directed some of this, like a lot of the 4Kids stuff. Oh, he was the voice director of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Yu-Gi-Oh! Dub, so we know who to thank for that. Thank you.
Oh my god, yes. The voice director of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's why we get the perfect anime.
Thank you, Kaiba.
He was also the voice director of Pokemon, so that also makes sense. Uh-huh.
Oh my god, there's... I wanted to be clear, I'm not here to shit on 4Kids 100%. I'm here to shit on
fuck no.
maybe 40% tops. And that's the maximum.
Here's the thing. 4Kids is a beloved part of our childhood. They're just... It's weird because it is like something that is very close to all of us, I can probably say. But the company itself and a lot of the shenanigans that are involved with it is very stupid and silly and easy to make fun of. So it's like, we're kind of shitting on 4Kids, we're kind of like congratulating 4Kids. It's a little of both, best of both worlds.
Thank you and fuck you.
He played Koenma, Eric Stewart played Koenma in the second Yu Yu Hakusho movie.
That's not comforting to know.
Yeah, it isn't.
We'll talk about Yu Yu Hakusho when we tackle that beast.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about that now.
That one.
So other notable voice actress, Maddie
Veronica Taylor, right?
Veronica Taylor, definitely. I was gonna say Maddie Blaustein, who I just love her because she voiced Meowth. Fun fact.
Meow.
So in the first 30 episodes, I think this was before 4Kids took up the series. In the first 30 episodes, it was actually voiced. I forget his name, but he was a television actor. And I think the only other notable thing that he has done, from what I'm aware, is he was a voice actor on The Sopranos, which was not voice actor, an actual actor on The Sopranos, which is kind of funny that he was doing The Sopranos and Pokemon at the same time. But then Maddie Blaustein took over, and yes, rest in peace. She passed away a while ago. But yeah, she's funny story that I remember hearing a Mike Pollock interview. I could be getting this wrong, but apparently this was I think this was after 4Kids, like either after one of their bankruptcies or just before it. But Mike Pollock, the voice of Eggman, basically came into the office. Nobody told him. There was nobody in the office except Maddie. And, like, he found out that everybody got fired that day. Like, imagine, like, going into work and then just everybody was fired.
Now, funny thing too, Batty, because I brought this up briefly when you were telling the story before the podcast.
Yeah.
Do you know the second part to that story?
What's the second part to this story?
He re-auditioned to be Eggman again.
That's right.
And as he did it, when he went through the audition and did the voice, the new people there at 4Kids, I don't know if it was 4Kids at the time, but I don't think that they knew who he was because they hired him and said, yeah, you're perfect. You sound just like the Eggman.
It's so stupid. Oh God.
Was Sonic X responsible for people, like, developing Sonic OCs?
Probably.
That's the thing, because, like, in
Or
Sonic...
at least, if not, that was where it was, like...
I think...
It took a spike.
Yeah, Sonic X, what happened, because I was actually... So, fun fact about Batty. When I first got into the internet, I was I was in two communities. And by two communities, I'd watch specific videos online and then get mad about things. One was the abridging community. One of the first things I saw was Yu-Gi-Oh! The Bridge series when I first started getting more active on the internet when I was like 12. And also the Sonic fan artist community, or fan character community. And I remember, like, I forgot what side of the argument I fell on, but there's a big controversy in people who did Sonic X recolors. Because people who couldn't draw would basically just, in MS Paint, to make their own Sonic OCs, they would, like, paint over screenshots of Sonic X. And then that would be their Sonic character. And that's where you get, like, shit like Cold Still the Hedgehog and other fun stuff like that. But I remember being very invested in that when I was 12 years old. But yeah, Sonic X, there was a spike in that sort of weird community.
So I looked it up.
Yeah.
Sonic X came out in 2003.
Yep.
And that was 3 years after DeviantArt was founded. So
Makes sense.
that would, because we all know DeviantArt was, it was like the Sonic Haven. It was like where you would go for some of the more famous Sonic creations. We won't bring the specific one I'm thinking of up, but
I can think of 5 separate ones. All of them I'm cringing at.
There's the infamous one.
Well, there's that one. Yeah.
We won't bring that one up.
We won't bring that one up.
Fucking
Chibi, you still alive?
Chibi had to address something. He'll be back shortly.
Sorry for interrupting.
Oh no, it's just like I didn't even consider Sonic OCs as a kid. It wasn't even something I was like the type to do.
Yep.
I loved Sonic. Like I'll draw my line in the sand. I don't have any attachment, nostalgia, or general like for most Mario products. I was Sonic through and through. Everything about me was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yep.
And I never made a Sonic OC as a kid, and
That's
I only
surprising.
made one as an adult, and that was more just because I was bored and I drew it up. No, actually, I think we were doing a drawing challenge is why I made it.
Yeah, I've definitely made, like, more Sonic OCs as an adult than I did as a kid, but I distinctly remember making a Sonic OC for myself and a Sonic OC for my little brother. And the reason why I remember doing so is I went to band camp because I was first year of my like middle school band, right? And all of the fucking nerds there thought I was hot shit because I drew Sonic OCs.
You were king of the nerds.
I was fucking king of the nerds because I knew how to draw Sonic OCs. I was so fucking cool. And I found those old pictures recently. Holy fuck. Like, I know I was only 12 at the time, but holy fuck are the proportions, like, so fucking wonky and weird.
Oh my god. Like, I guess just keeping it on Sonic X for a second.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it was about Sonic X. I never actually finished it to see the ending because I only liked the arcs that were based off of the game, Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2. I don't remember anything when they were fighting fucking giant robots in space.
Yeah.
But I know it exists and I don't know how the fuck it ends. I'm tempted to go back and see it just to like know how the fuck it ends.
Yep.
But I don't I hate Chris. Everything about him in Sonic X is the worst.
Chris Thorndike is a blight. Okay, so I've had this rant several times over the past couple weeks. Sonic X nails the point home. We don't need an audience surrogate character when, like, at all. Like, the audience surrogate character, like, needs to die. Like, in a fire. Chris Thorndike was supposed to be the audience surrogate for Sonic X, so you could put yourself in the place of Chris. So it would be like, well, Sonic is Chris's best friend, so Sonic's my best friend, right? Chris is a boring piece of shit. Chris's family is a boring piece of shit. I don't care about what this fucking rich kid asshole has problems in his, like, everyday, like, fucking social life with his cool inventor grandpa. I don't fucking care. I want to see what Sonic and the gang are doing.
Yeah. Like, we didn't need to be on Earth for that. I would have been fine with everything being in, like, Mobius.
Fuck yeah. It's like, Sonic should be the main character of Sonic X. We don't need a boring-ass human kid. The only good human character in Sonic X other than Eggman was Topaz, but that's just because there was funny lesbian subtext.
Now, yes, and I'm gonna draw a line right now.
Yes.
Sonic X could have had something very perfect. We could have dropped Chris and his dumb inventor grandfather.
Yes.
They could have made it a direct sequel to Sonic Underground. We could have had Manic and Sonia, and I will fight anybody. I'll fight anybody. Alright? Manic and Sonia were stupid, and I loved them because they were dumb as shit.
I love Sonic Underground.
Sonic Underground is that is the perfect way to summarize that show. It's stupid and I love it.
Like, imagine, and I haven't seen it, so maybe this is the case.
Yep.
I could go in there with, like, wide-eyed optimism. Maybe the end of Sonic X is, like, whoa, the, Metarex, or whatever they're fucking called. It's their home world. Sonic goes and they're all supersonic, like, who are you? And then you see the giant robot's chest open, and it's just his mother from Sonic Underground. You found me. My mother was found! Sonic Underground! I'd have been fine with that.
Yep. I actually know how Sonic X ends, but I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, don't spoil it. Tell me later, because I don't even know if I'm going to go back and see
Yo,
it, but tell me.
yo, you know what's something cool? So, Sonic X is kind of a stupid fucking show because it has the occasional shimmer of brilliance that, like would, like, make the average Sonic fan, like, cream their jeans. But then it's like, in between, like, 40 episodes of boring, right? So, every, like, 40th episode or however, like, long, there's, like, a cool moment in the show. And I would say the coolest moments that I remembered in Sonic X, personally, the opening of the first episode where Sonic is in his normal world and he's running through traps that Eggman's setting for him, and the animation budget, like, goes up exponentially. And they actually do the events of Sonic Adventure 2, and they actually do play Live and Learn.
Oh, do they actually play Live and Learn?
They play Live and Learn.
Oh, that's cool. I don't remember that. It's been so long.
I'm pretty sure they play Live and Learn. Don't quote me on that, but I remember them playing Live and Learn.
To not make this the Sonic cast, we can move on to something else, just like if random working stuff.
We're not going to talk about the one thing that's behind me and Chibi, right? We're not going to talk about that thing, right?
I'm waiting for Chibi to talk about something specific, but we could talk about.
No, we're not talking about that thing.
Viva Pinata.
So, anyways, Kirby, right back at you.
Don't fight with me on this. Viva Pinata is a fucking classic.
It was so dumb, but it was
CGI
so fun.
Pinatas. What else did you need?
Oh,
Look at that smile, Fatty. Enhance the smile. Show the lovely people at home.
God damn it. Hold on.
Show them Dan Green's horse teeth.
Dan Green.
It was Dan Green.
It was Dan Green.
We forgot to talk about Dan Green. We'll do that later.
Listen, all right. You can, if you don't want to show them that, you can show them what I just posted in chat.
What are you using?
Look at that camel. Look at that dead-eyed camel.
That's from the game. You can't use stuff from the game.
What's the difference, Jack?
Because not all the pinatas were in the series.
Yes, but what is the actual difference? How is it the show looks better than the game when it's all CGI pinata?
I'd say the game looked better than the show.
Well, you know what? We can agree to disagree as long as we can agree Viva Pinata was a cinematic masterpiece.
Oh, it was.
Look at this, Maddie. Look at this. I know that everybody else won't be able to see it.
So sorry, I got distracted. Noodle sent me a picture of man titty.
Look at, they even had a Naoki Pinata.
I hate that.
A Pret's tail.
Ugh.
I know their names.
No, that's Tunicorn.
I hate you. This is a Pret's tail, the fox one.
Which came first, the game or the show?
Yes.
Because I know the game was like a Sega property.
So, I think we shouldn't go too far into this, Batty. We can, because I know you want to. Jack, you can hear it in Batty's voice, right? He wants to have a definitive Viva Pinata cast. Where we just talk about nothing but Viva Pinata for at least an hour to make Batty happy.
I will do that. We can rewatch some of the series.
Oops. Oh, Cable, you had just been accidentally kicked from the call. Oops. Oops.
Don't be a bitch, Fanny.
Oops.
Asshole. Not cool, bro.
Not cool, bro. You know what else is not cool? Talking about Viva Pinata. So.
What do you want to talk about next, huh? Mew Mew Power, Magical Do Re Mi. I don't want to talk about Chaotic. I'm just gonna say that right now.
I do. It was a card game show, and I want to talk about Chaotic.
You talk about
Card game show that
Chaotic.
wasn't actually even about card games.
I don't want to talk about Chaotic. It was they fucking picked the card to become the card to fight. I don't get how that was. I didn't like it.
Okay,
Chaotic was stinky.
I do remember this show.
I love Chaotic.
Chaotic is an.
I wanted.
That was, I remember it as being in the anime. I'm looking at the screenshots. Was this wasn't like Japanese? This wasn't a Japanese property.
No, this was like fucking American.
No, I
Yeah.
think this was 4Kids exclusively. Let me have a look.
Yeah, it's American. It's American property. Fucking, I remember. I thought it was an anime.
Yeah, 4Kids insane.
As a kid.
production, so.
That's because when we were kids, you couldn't distinguish anime from not anime. Anything that didn't look like fucking Fairly Odd Parents was anime.
Okay. Let's get this straight. I need to specify. The TV show is American. It was outsourced to a South Korean animation studio to animate it, and it is based off of a Danish trading card game.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's nothing even remotely anime about this.
There is not a single hint of anime in this other than it kind of looks like it, sort of.
I'm
You know
looking at
what?
images of this with this fucking Danny Phantom meets Digimon Season 4 bullshit.
Oh my.
Do you know what? Looking back at this now, because I know I saw this show was on before, like, I knew I was both gay or a furry. I should have seen the signs looking at the main two characters' monster forms. I mean,
Jack, can I tell
wow,
you
how
something?
did I not realize it until about, like, 3 years later?
Can I tell you something you're not gonna like to hear about Chaotic, Jack?
What?
If you look at the main character's monster forms, those are almost a 1-for-1 of the shade of green and red you use for Glitch Wizardmon.
Ugh.
No, it is dead on the nose. I think you subconsciously remembered this Bara ogre.
Oh.
I remember the names Maxor and Chaos. Like, what? Okay.
Oh, I hate those names. Let's move on from Chaotic. I don't want to talk.
I mean, they were first introduction of bards technically because their magic was called music and it was played through notes.
Okay, so we're obviously gonna wait till Chibi's back to talk about the majesty that is the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh dubs, right?
We're gonna wait for Chi. I'm waiting for Chibi specifically because he's the only one who's seen fighting Foodons beside me.
Oh, let's talk about Kirby right back at you.
Talk about Kirby right back at you. So,
yes.
I mean, there's.
Let's go. Let's start at the beginning, the
Yeah, I mean,
opening,
like, Kirby. That's the name you should know.
and then the Japanese one, which is crap.
Kirby, he's the star of the show. Batty, did you know he's more than you think? He's got maximum pink.
Does he now?
Yeah, Kirby's the one.
Kirby's the one.
I didn't know.
He'll
Okay,
send it right back at you.
Yeah.
so funny thing about Kirby Right Back At Ya, all of the canonical voices in Kirby Right Back At Ya is what I headcanon the actual characters from the series to sound like. So, King DDD sounds like a grumpy like Southern grandpa, and Meta Knight has a sexy Spanish accent that's voiced by Eric Stewart.
How can I help you, King DDD? I need a monster to clobber that there Kirby. What would you best get? You better get it with a money back guarantee.
Escargoon is also probably the best addition that I've seen to the Kirby franchise, and I'm sad that he's nowhere in the games.
Is that saying that because Tiff and Tuff are the worst additions?
Yeah.
Can I ask everyone here something?
Fuck Tiff.
Can we forego talking more about Kirby Right Back At You so we can just make it its own one? Because we all know we want to rewatch it and do it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We can always do another one separately on Kirby Right Back At You. We can glance over some of the good stuff about it. Like, first of all, the fucking opening was super fun.
Opening super
the
fun.
4Kids opening was.
Like, that
Have
opening
you
was
heard
like
the Japanese opening, Cable?
I don't like it. It's stinky.
It is. It's so boring.
He's coming right back at you. He's coming right back at you.
But I mean, it's also the case of
very
this also solidifies my point of young kids want something that, well, at least American kids, will be more attracted to something that's more in your face and action packed rather than a nice slow march.
I don't know.
Japanese kids.
I loved me some Meta Knight when I was a kid, and he was just a slow march that just came in like, oh, Kirby, I am here to defeat you, even though DDD has paid me to do it, and I will never actually do it. I've drawn my sword once only against monsters, and I am mostly here for exposition. Oh. I loved Meta Knight. Chef Kawasaki was cool too. I liked him.
Also voiced by Matty Blaustein.
Tiff and Tuff were the only things I didn't like from Kirby Right Back At Ya.
Again, same problem as Chris Thorndike. Only surrogate character.
And Kirby has some of the best lines in the series, like Poyo.
Poyo! Poyo! Oh, boy.
Ah,
The fact that we get the animals in it back in the series too.
Yep.
oh god.
Like, the Australian guinea pig.
Oh my fucking god. If we're gonna talk about alright. we can wait for Chibi for the Pokemon and the Yu-Gi-Oh one.
Yep.
But I'm tackling Yu-Gi-Oh GX like right the fuck now. 'cause
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
thinking about voices and shit.
Let's
and,
get our game
Okay.
on.
Oh my god, I don't know where to start. I don't know if we should start at Chaz It
I'm
Up.
for Asian.
If we
Oh.
should start at Chaz It Up or move our way over to Our Love is Like an Ancient Gear Golem.
Oh, fuck you, Sean Shamel.
Oh,
Thank you, Sean Kimmel.
I
Our love is like an ancient gear golem. Get your game on.
Do you know what? It was only like a couple of years ago that I actually bothered to look up what Jane's voice actor looks like. And that is not what I expected.
Jaden, Yuki, and I think Dan would argue this too. I love the Japanese version of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Especially because I love Jaden in the Japanese version, because he is more fun, he is less obnoxiously stupid, and he's a more, I think he's one of the better, like, well-rounded Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonists. He's got enough of little Yugi's lightheartedness, but he does have a good, healthy blend of Yusuke's sort of like dark broodiness in certain situations.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have the pompousness of a Tem, and he's also not Yuma. So,
Ugh.
I honestly think, you know, call it a hot take, Jin Yuki I think is the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonist in terms of being a character. I like him the most.
In the Japanese dub.
Yeah, in the Japanese dub, not in the English dub. In the English dub, the best Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist in the English dub is Joey.
Yes. Joey reeled it. But
Hey,
Joey
Wheeler, you.
Matter games, capiche?
Hey, you know, Yugi over here is gonna be the king of games. I guess that'll make me the godfather of games. Who wants some of this? I can't not hear the abridged voices in my head.
So funny thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. So I collected Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards as a kid after watching the original series because it came out when I was a kid. I did not actually learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards until GX, like play the actual game, like consistently. Because I had an idea of how it worked and to watch people play Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards and I knew how it worked, but I did not learn all of the rules until I saw GX.
The anime confused kids a bit,
And
or at least Duel Monsters did.
yeah, Duel Monsters, I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but I was like, oh, this is cool.
It was a
Duel
broken mess of a show
Duel
because it wasn't even a
Monsters-
full card game yet.
Can literally be summarized by that one abridged bit with Yugi versus Kaiba. It's like, I activate this card, then I activate this card, then I activate this card, then I activate this card. You
Yeah.
just go back and forth. Actually, you know what? No, it's the one like where they start the season 4 bit, where it's like, wait, what are you doing? I'm dueling you. What? You played a card and then you did more. Why didn't you stand around having exposition for an hour? What are you doing? I don't understand this. Why aren't you telling me your whole life story in between playing a card? Oh my god, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX's fucking dub is so... It's not as... I think it's less forgivable than the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Dub because it's not as funny. It has really funny moments, but it's overall not as fucking funny.
Fucking, there are funny characters though, but like not the majority. Like, you don't have some fucking like grandiose like fucking like motherfuckers like Kaiba or Joey or Merrick.
The thing is, Batty, and this is gonna be really sad for you to hear.
What?
Merrick's not that grandiose. You're thinking of the abridged Merrick.
Am I
the
thinking
bridge.
of the abridged Merrick?
Yeah.
The regular Merrick doesn't do much. The abridged Merrick is the one who's like, greetings, fools, it is I, Merrick Ishtar, the greatest and most evil mind in the world.
I'm so
in the
sad.
actual series, he's just fucking sitting around like, once I have the Pharaoh's Egyptian god cards, I will be the strongest duelist in the world,
Well,
and I shall become the Pharaoh.
well, because when I saw him in the when I was a kid, I was like, whoa, this motherfucker means business. He's imposing. He stands in the shadows. He has bodyguards. He's like friends with that Bakura motherfucker who I know is crazy.
Steve.
That's the thing. Merrick is imposing, but he's not grandiose. He's very just kind of in the background, and he really doesn't get dangerous until he becomes like Yami Merrick. But
Yeah.
the actual bolsterous Merrick, who I think a lot of people like, is just Little Karibo's version of Merrick.
No, do you know who the best character through all of Yu-Gi-Oh was? It was Bakura because because of his long game.
But Bakura, was my favorite character in Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid because I think I thought he was cute.
But we both had crush on him. Let's not beat around the bush.
Yeah.
I didn't know it at the time, but we crushed hard.
But Bakura is just a adorable little. What? That's the thing. Bakura is adorable, and then like the other Bakura like made me feel a different emotion. I'm gonna say.
Oh, cute. Oh, hello, dark side.
You guys, I have to stand on the sidelines. You know, I can't actually participate in this conversation. I don't feel that way. But if we don't talk about Duke Devlin, that's a different story.
Dungeon Dice Monsters!
I fuck with the dice earrings. Those were cool.
Yeah, Duke. I love Duke Devlin.
Duke had a really cool fucking design, like, overall.
His design was good. It's sad they don't use him for anything anymore.
I had the Dungeon Dice Monsters board game.
That's a board game.
Yeah, they had a board game, and I remember
Yeah, I
getting
know
it.
that you had a board game.
I don't know what happened to it. Oh, that makes me so mad.
Question: did you have the version with the dice that actually opened up, or
Yes.
the? Oh, lucky.
Yeah, that was my Christmas present, like my main Christmas thing one year. I was like, oh my god, this is so awesome.
So I saw those in a Walmart when I was young, and I asked my mom to get it, but she wasn't able to. And I never really looked back on that moment, but they sounded cool.
Like, again, like, I had a lot of fun with it. It's probably shit. Like, all things considered, it's probably shit.
Oh
It wasn't
shit!
that
All
bad.
Kirby
I
Right Back
enjoyed
At You is on
Dragon Ball.
Amazon Prime.
Ooh, nice.
It's on Prime Video.
What, Dungeon Dice Masters?
Oh, Kirby Right Back At You.
Oh,
Sorry, I just have the whole
Actually, you know
Crunchyroll
what?
thing looking here.
on the opposite end of the spectrum, Benny.
Yeah.
You had Dungeon Dice Monsters, the board game. I had Capsule Monsters, the board game.
Oh, that's probably that's cool.
You mean Crapsule Monsters?
People give it shit. I love Capsule Monsters. That was a cool idea, and it didn't outstay its welcome as a side series either.
Capsule Monsters is just fucking proto Bakugan.
Yeah. Your problem is.
Bakugan is a whole separate beast we will talk about another day.
Oh,
We'll talk about that after I finish writing the stuff for the Bakugan campaign.
you know, we
Of
need
course
to have like, okay, we can make Bakugan's own podcast, but we need to have a special podcast for Yu-Gi-Oh clones.
Oh my god, Yu-Gi-Oh card game clones. I can talk about the Kingdom Hearts card game.
I'm the card game boy here.
Alright, Jack's the card game boy. He's the one who plays. Alright.
I could go on about fucking tons of different card games. It's the sad thing.
You guys mind if I kick it over towards a new show?
Yep.
Y'all remember the hold on, what year was it? The 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yes, I loved it.
I
used to wake up every Saturday morning just to watch that.
I have
When it stopped airing, I fucking stayed in bed.
I saw a couple episodes of it, and I have very vague memories of it. I just remember the turtles being angry, because I was like,
That's the thing. That series, instead of like the original one, this one was more based on the comics.
yeah, it was more like
This one
serious.
was technically supposed to be more faithful to what the comics was like.
Well, because
Now,
as a kid,
Well, I say supposed to.
because I remember watching it, and I just was like, I liked it more because it was cooler, but I remember the distinct thing that I remember is old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle goofy, new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle angry.
I remember the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle with like heroes in a half shell turtle power. I still remember that episode where they had like the little dinosaurs eating chocolate or whatever, and they kept multiplying. Cause I remember when they were trying to get the largest chocolate bar. Like when you say Goofy Betty, the dude fucking like hoisting it up was like, "Whoa, what are you? Some type of karate frog? It's a Ninja Turtle." Nice.
I'm gonna be real with you, Cable. The only episode from the original Ninja Turtles I fully remember is unfortunately the episode that has the weird foot shit in it. It was the main one I watched because I actually had it on VHS, and it was unfortunate it was that episode.
That's where I watched mine too. Like, I don't know what it was. I think that show is like I had one Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles VHS.
So I talked about with Dan. You know what it was?
Hmm.
Burger King had a thing where they instead of toys they would hand out. I forgot if you would have to pay a little bit more for them or they'd just hand out the VHS, but they would hand out VHSs. This was Burger King Kids Club, by the way, of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle videos.
They had it for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle videos, and they also did it for Rugrats. If you don't remember actually Nickelodeon properties, if anybody remembers, God, if nobody remembers this, I'm gonna feel so fucking old. Y'all remember those orange brick VHS tapes?
Yes, I have several.
The fucking orange V. That's how I could always tell what it was, because I had a Rugrats one and a Cat Dog one.
Yeah. Occasionally, they would have yellow ones for SpongeBob.
I never had those.
Yeah. But, I think that was something they did later on, actually. But, the funny thing also, same studio that did Rugrats, made the McDonald's cartoon, which had like 6 episodes, was also another show that was passed out via Happy Meal, but for McDonald's instead of Burger King Kids Club.
Huh.
So yeah,
seems weird to just go get a film with your fucking food.
it was really fucking weird, but it was cool as shit when you were a kid, because like, oh, I got a VHS.
Like, nowadays, you can't. What are you gonna do for kids nowadays if they do like Burger King Kids Clubs? Like, oh hey, join the kids club and then order this food, and we'll email you a special Vine that the animators at the studio only authorize us to release as part of the burger. If that happens, I will be very disappointed with my life, and I'll know that this world has moved to a place I don't want to be.
That and kids will just pirate it anyway, so it's like, what's the fucking point?
Pretty much, one kid gets it, it'll be available everywhere. You can't make anything special anymore.
Yeah.
But regardless, Burger King is not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the goofy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles switching over to the fucking super fucking badass Turtles opening that I love. That fucking I love being a turtle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That, I fucking love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That shit was so cool.
So great.
1, live by the code of the martial arts. 2, never fight unless someone else starts. Stick together no matter what. When all else fails, it's time to kick butt.
Wasn't that the show where like Krang was like an alien race?
No, I think Krang's always been an alien race.
Oh, okay.
Krang isn't always been an alien.
Oh,
Like,
did I just?
I think you're thinking of the newer Ninja Turtles where it's like this big fucking thing.
Well, I remember like watching an episode where they went to the Krang homeworld, and there was like a lot of like Krang's piloting like robots.
You're either thinking of the older one or one of the newer Ninja Turtles.
I could have sworn that was this one. I could be wrong.
They might have. I won't even claim to remember all of it. As far as I remember, the Foot Clan was a lot more like prominent in this one. Like it felt like it was a really big like deal to be dealing with them.
Yeah.
Like Shredder actually felt scary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that is like apparent in like newer Ninja Turtle stuff, but like at the time, like, yeah, no, Shredder was a fucking goofball.
Oh my god, fucking. Like, I'm just looking through the 4Kids list and I'm just like, I'm spotting shit and like I'm having good memories on it, and then I'm remembering the weird fucking dialogue. Like that Ninja Turtles, I think that was one of the few ones that had Casey Jones in it too, which is why I liked it, because I fucking love Casey Jones.
Casey Jones is fucking awesome.
Casey Jones is I won't even lie to you about it. Casey Jones is what I imagine Naoki would be without powers.
Oh, yeah.
A fucking psychopath with a hockey stick riding on the top of a bus like a lunatic.
Oh, Casey Jones is so fucking awesome. For those who don't know, Casey Jones is basically a character in the Ninja Turtles universe. That he's a guy that is a vigilante that goes out fighting crime with a hockey mask and beats the shit out of people with a hockey stick, and he also has rollerblades. It's fucking awesome.
And a lot of iterations of him aren't cool. Some are cooler than others.
Yeah.
Like, I really do dig, like, I wish they would have, like, Casey Jones was the shit. This is the 2003 Casey Jones.
I'll show
It's
it.
fucking, look, I'm not gonna lie to you about it. I'm looking at a picture of him. Look at this Silva Zoldyck motherfucker.
I'm gonna upload him. Yeah, he does kind of radiate a Silva aura about him.
Casey Zoldyck.
Casey Zoldyck.
He's got black hair, so he'd be a manipulator.
Yeah, he would. But yeah, fucking himbo. I like Casey. Are there any like things we're forgetting about, right?
There's a few. Like I haven't brought up Ultimate Muscle yet.
Yeah, I know you're like frothing at the mouth to bring up Ultimate Muscle.
Oh my god, the Mad Boys from Outer Space. Ultimate Muscle. I want to talk about it so bad. Well, up on Muscle Planet, behind the mask they hid. Every 4Kids opening is so fucking good. I'll say that no matter what, like, whoever was in charge of writing the openings for 4Kids, I hope they went on to live their dreams, because you deserve it. You created a soundtrack for a childhood. You didn't just create an opening for TV shows.
Oh, can I talk about my experience with Winx?
Okay.
So you know how I like fairies, right? Do you guys watch Winx? Winx Club?
I know of it.
No,
I'm familiar with it to like a semi-passing degree.
I always get it confused with Witch.
Yes.
I watched Witch when I was growing up. I think. Well, I watch Witch sometimes.
I remember I watched Winx because like I like fairies, and I've liked fairies ever since I was a kid. And I started getting into it, and then my older brother got mad at me for watching Winx because it was girly, and I got embarrassed, so I didn't watch Winx anymore. And that's my experience with Winx. Yeah.
That's like tragic.
Everything's fucking tragic.
Somehow.
Oops.
You know, I think I had the same experience when I was like an older brother. Like, I think it was Magical Do Re Mi, where it was like, I think that's where like you guys have seen how I draw shit. It's either gonna be something weirdly cursed or hyper adorable.
Yep.
And it's like where my it's where one of my art styles for like really loving like rounded shapes came from, and like super adorable expressions.
Yep.
And I just remember visually, like, I don't think the show is interesting, but I remember visually liking it.
Yep.
But then it was like, oh, it's super fucking like, why are you watching that? And it's like, well, I guess I can't watch this.
Yeah.
But we had like a sample DVD we got from like I forget where the fuck it was. It was like a Foot Locker with me and a bunch of my cousins that just had like a whole bunch of 4Kids openings on it. And they had the openings for Sonic X, Magical Do Re Mi, and I think it was G.I. Joe Sigma 6.
Yeah.
And we went through listening to the openings for all of that, and I pretended like I didn't like the Magical Do Re Mi opening every time it came around. Like, I would throw a fit about wanting to about like having it play and just act like I was upset that it was even playing in the first place, but I was always excited to hear it.
Oh yeah.
And then I had to pretend I liked the G.I. Joe Sigma 6 opening, and I fucking hate everything about G.I. Joe Sigma 6.
Yeah.
And it had Viva Pinata on there too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Viva Pinata was the shit. That was the one we all enjoyed. Who doesn't love fucking Viva Pinata? Right, Patty?
Fuck you.
What do you have against Viva Pinata?
I didn't like it. It was weird. It was unfunny and weird.
Oh, you'll watch Billy and Mandy. I bet you if they were
Billy and
Pinatas,
Mandy is weird, but it's not unfunny. Viva Pinata did make me laugh. Not once.
Alright, I'll excuse it, but I demand you watch Viva Pinata again as an adult.
We'll see. I'll watch one episode.
No, we gotta do the 3 episode stint.
No, I don't want to watch 3 episodes of Viva Pinata.
Fuck that shit.
I will listen to the opening. You can watch an episode with Maddie. I don't want to fucking watch Viva Pinata again. It's like asking me, do I want to watch Coconut Fred's Fruit Salad Island? Alright, Chibi's not here. I'm just gonna summarize my thoughts on this real quick. Fighting Foodons. Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm so happy Chibi Wisdom exists, everybody, because until I met somebody who could tell me that this was a thing, I was adamantly convinced, and I mean this super seriously, not as a joke. I was really convinced I had imagined fighting Foodons, or it was some type of fever dream from my childhood, because nobody knew what this was, and I couldn't find a single image of it anywhere.
Can you describe the premise to the viewing audience at home what Fighting Foodons is, because this is a fever dream.
Fighting Foodons, It's Cool Food with Attitude, is a show. It's Pokemon, but with food. It's the people who they make special dishes that come to life and fight each other. And the better you make the dish and the better ingredients you use, the stronger your food is going to be. And they had names like, and I only remember this because of fucking Drawfee. And actually, fun fact too, Drawfee might be the only place you could find the highest resolution screenshots for Fighting Foodons because they don't exist anywhere else.
Yeah.
Fucking. They had names like Spaghetti About It. Oh, what are some other ones? Oh, I can't even fucking remember. It's the point I'm trying to bring home with Fighting Foodons is I thought it was a fever dream because even as a kid, I remember the contest they had to design your own Fighting Foodon, and I drew one up. I drew it up. I was very proud of it, but I also didn't understand how postage worked because I was young. And so I just folded the piece of paper up and put it in the mailbox with no stamp or anything. And it never went anywhere.
Funny thing about that, Cable, something, the reason why I know Fighting Foodons existed is because I did the same thing.
Oh God, it wasn't just me.
I was waiting because I did see it in the sidebar of like I'm looking through the 4Kids shows and I'm like I have a story for this. The story isn't tragic, unfortunately. Well, I guess it's tragic because it never actually got sent. I think instead of like me putting in the mailbox, I just like told like my parents or my older brother to like mail it or something, but like with no context to where to mail it, and I don't think they just ever did. I think they just kept it or threw it away or something. But I remember Fighting Foodons existing because I drew a pizza dragon.
Batty, I drew a pizza cowboy.
Oh my fucking god, twinsies.
Actually, Batty, we're like 2 years apart, right?
Yes, we're
So
yeah.
I just did the math on this. When this would have happened, I would have been 7 years old and you would have been 5.
Oh my fucking god, that's adorable.
So at 7 and 5, you and me are drawing fucking pizza dragons and pizza cowboys and trying to mail it off to enter the fucking Fighting Foodon contest to see if we could have our Fighting Foodon like created. And then, you know what's fucked up about that contest too? Because it aired on 4Kids.
Yeah.
That was originally an anime that was syndicated from like Japan, which means they would have never put anything that we made into that show because it wouldn't exist in the anime.
Oh, you're right. What the fuck?
And that thought just crossed my mind right now. There would never be a way to win that contest because it was already an anime that existed that they were just redubbing. Meaning, we would have never won the contest.
I hate that.
That was a bullshit little thing to just think about right now.
Those fucking assholes. Okay, I take back every positive thing I've said about 4Kids. Fuck them.
It is a shame because in Japan they do actually do stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can send in stuff to be animated within the show. I mean, Digimon still does that. Like they did that with Cross.
Oh my god, Jack, you just made me realize something. What if that was something that they built into like the anime, like to let the kids in Japan know that this is something they were doing, and they just dubbed over it because they forgot to take it out?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it was.
Chibi, welcome back. We're stumbling on lost childhood memories of Fighting Foodons.
The best anime?
No, not the best anime. It's a fever dream.
The best anime.
Don't worry, Chibi. We saved the big 3 dubs to when you would get back.
The big 3?
The big 3. But we're on Fighting Foodons right now.
So you mean the big 3 already?
And based on numbers, dude, GB, this whole contest debacle must have happened when I was 7 years old and Batty was 5 years old.
Yeah. 2 years before I saw the end of Evangelion.
I think that was. I think it was 3 years before I saw End of Evangelion. Irresponsible parent on my side.
Yeah. My parents were, like, probably more focused with the shit that my older brother was up to at the time. But also, I was kind of, I must admit, like, part of it was me being a bastard and, you know, sneak out past my bedtime to watch Adult Swim. But, you know, whatever.
Oh no, my dad gave me a mini DVD player to watch it because he just didn't care. He thought it was a cartoon.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that.
Like, my mom wouldn't have let that shit fly. She wouldn't have let me see that at that age. And it might have fixed some problems, because that shit's... I was scared of that DVD for a little while.
Oh, you and me both, Cable. That's why we're going to have to probably have our own podcast on Evangelion alone.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about with that. But, the big three we can move to now, because we're done with fighting Fever Dream.
Actually, I want to say one more thing.
Okay.
Japan is still going on with that idea. They've made a Switch game currently called Tabeoja, which is the exact same premise of cooking food and summoning monsters from it.
Heck yeah, Fighting Foodons is coming back!
Shut the fuck up, Chibi. I don't want fighting... You know what? Let me not say anything, because Digimon 2020 is great. Maybe Fighting Foodons 2022 will be an amazing reboot.
I mean, anything can be good if it's written well.
Like, imagine deep-premised Fighting Foodons.
That'd be kind of neat. Like, get a mixture of Fighting Foodons with Food Wars, and you kind of have me there.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it'd be Food Wars without the porn.
if Rabbit Udon doesn't do it for you, then
It'd be Food Wars, but more shonen.
That's kind of cool. It's got... Wait, what's that on its fists?
that's either mustard or salt and pepper shakers.
Oh, that's cool. It's got little punchy peppers.
But before we go to the big three dubs, can I just say a lot of weird shit that I, now looking at the wiki, realized was either at one point syndicated and or produced in part by 4Kids? So, the fucking Cramp twins.
I didn't want to bring that up. I actively was avoiding the Cramp twins.
I remember when it aired on Cartoon Network, but
I didn't like that little Dr. Draken motherfucker.
I hate the Cramp twins. There was fucking Kappa Mikey at one point.
Cap Mikey's my shit.
I love Kappa Mikey. There was another weird one that I saw that I was like, what the fuck? Oh, so earlier today on stream I was talking about perverted people who make children's cartoons and put their fetishes into children's cartoons. Now, this wasn't specifically related to that trope, but I was worried it might fall under that trope. Do you guys remember Skunk Fu?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so funny thing about Skunk Fu. Skunk Fu wasn't related to that well, it was related to that conversation in part, but something I do like about Skunk Fu, it was in part animated by one of my favorite animation production studios, Cartoon Saloon, which they do like Secret of the Kells and Song and Sea and all those like movies. And it's funny to think that like they started out like basically their movies like have been nominated for Academy Awards. They've won a bunch of Annies. You know, high-end studio. It's funny to think that they in part started out by Skunk Fu being broadcasted through 4Kids.
Skunk Fu was so fucking dumb, Daddy.
I don't like Skunk Fu, if I'm gonna be honest.
That was actually CBBC.
So
Now,
the big three, and I need to start with something that I just learned, and that's very interesting, and it's gonna make Batty go, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yes.
I need to stop for one brief moment and go. We are going to talk about the big three, Batty, and that means we can't talk about your chaotic addiction. Okay?
We already covered chaotic being
No.
Jack's only thing.
We
No,
did.
we can't cover it anymore.
I'm sorry. I keep bringing.
Music was the best thing. I'm just saying.
Batty.
Yep.
Ultimate Muscle, otherwise known as I can never pronounce it, Kinkuman.
Kinkyoman.
Yeah.
Shinkyomon. Regarded as an anime classic, well, a manga classic,
Yep.
and it has been cited by Full Metal Alchemist creator Hiromu Arakawa as a series she loves dearly and influenced the work that she did, as well as Hiro Mashima and Yoshihiro Togashi, who specifically used Ultimate Muscle as the premise from shifting Yu Yu Hakusho from occult detective fiction to a martial arts genre-based series. If Ultimate Muscle didn't exist, Yu Yu Hakusho wouldn't be what it is.
Cable.
That's amazing.
Cable.
Mm-hmm.
Cable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That didn't happen.
Do you want me to go one step further for you, Batty?
God damn, don't. We don't need to go further into this rabbit hole.
Yes, we need to go further.
If Ultimate Muscle didn't exist,
I know what you're gonna say.
you might not have Hunter x Hunter.
God damn it. Ugh.
Ultimate Muscle.
Fucking.
Ultimate Muscle led to Yu Yu Hakusho, which led to Psychics, which led to Proto-Nen users.
Damn it.
Hunter.
So,
And also.
always remember, Batty,
Yeah.
whenever you love Karapika, you can thank Dick Van Dyke.
Heck yeah! Dick Van Dyke is the best.
Oh my god. If it was just Tagashi, the fact that it's also Hiromo Aragawa, like, it doesn't rub salt in the wounds, but I'm like, this is like fucking crazy. And the thing that I hate most about it is I can kind of see why.
Yeah.
She said it was an influence to her work.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Actually, when you think about it, think of all the scenes with like Ednal's teacher when she goes like sort of crazy hyper, like beats the shit out of them.
Zumi Curtis.
Very Ultimate Muscle vibe.
Izumi Curtis could easily have been in Ultimate Muscle.
Yeah. You know what I hate most about that, Cable? Azumi Curtis is my favorite character from Full Alchemist.
You know, and I'm realizing something as a direct parallel.
Yeah.
Cable.
Mm-hmm.
You know how if you've ever seen like any of the character designs in Ultimate Muscle,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't Armstrong look very similar?
I will say this. I am tempted to take an Ultimate Muscle screenshot right now, right, Chibi?
Mm-hmm.
And edit Armstrong and Toguro into it and see if anybody even notices a difference. Because imagine full flex Toguro standing next to Kid Muscle. You tell me
Honestly-
that doesn't fit.
You're probably right, actually. I mean, obviously, people would recognize Toguro as Toguro, but that's because he's Toguro.
Or rather, if there was a new Ultimate Muscle game that were to come out, you could put Armstrong and Toguro in there as like secret, like, you know, Easter egg characters, and they'd probably fit pretty well.
They probably would.
Batty, I know you weren't prepared to have this happen to you on podcast, but President Knuckles has to tell it like it is.
President Knuckles, patriot of the great United States of America, despite being foreign-born from Mobius, you know.
I'm glad I went an hour and 12 minutes without addressing that was just under me.
I was, you know, I was prepared to go the entire podcast, but here we are.
Listen, you just learned that two of your favorite authors love Ultimate Muscle. Basically meaning you're gonna have to put some Ultimate Muscle things in Bugs X Bones.
Okay, so I'm looking at this. Ultimate Muscle, the manga, a lot older than I thought it was.
Yeah.
It started in 1979 through and lasted till 1987 before it was later continued in 2011. But guess what the sequel was serialized in?
What?
The sequel to the manga was serialized in
Playboy.
Japanese Playboy
That's awesome.
between 1998 and 2004.
Just imagine having a Playboy and like rolling on a centerfold, and then you just see Kid Muscle flexing. Like, oh!
Yeah.
I would love that.
So, here's something. This actually is a good example of like 4Kids doing something right. Actually, apparently, here's the thing with Ultimate Muscle as far as the anime is considered. Apparently, the original Japanese version was a huge failure, but the Western version was a huge success.
I don't know what it is. It's like, because I've watched like the Japanese version of Ultimate Muscle, and it just doesn't. It don't feel the same as like watching it in English. Like it's sillier and it's fun, and it makes everything so much more like entertaining.
I'm just want you to. I'm gonna list off some character names for a second here, just so that way you can, anyone who's listening can understand how amazing this show can be. We have characters such as Kid Muscle, which is our main character. We have Forkolossus. We have Mr. French, Skulldozer, Tally Tusket. We have Sly Scraper, El Nino.
Nino. Can I address one little point for you too, Chibi?
Yes.
You know how we said Eric Stewart is the Chris Sabat of 4Kids?
Yeah.
He was the announcer for Ultimate Muscle, so he would say all these names.
Yeah.
So imagine Brock going, "We have Kid Muscle versus El Nino
Versus El Nino.
Dick Van Dyke."
Yes, we have Dick Van Dyke, who in the original Japanese version is just called Gazelle Man, and that's boring.
That's lame. It's Dick Van Dyke. What else you got? Hit me with some more of them Ultimate Muscle names.
We got Boa Conda. I came in a little too strong on that one. We got Adversarius, the Canuckler, Kimchi.
I remember Kimchi.
Doomsmane, Tyranno-Claw, Pumpinator, and this one. Diabolic. Dazzling. Hollywood Bowl.
These are so good.
Hydrazoa.
Oh my god.
Are you guys
Checkmate.
Are you guys talking about Fighting Food ones again?
No.
No, we're back. We're still on fucking Ultimate Muscle character names.
This one, I love this one just because of, this is so like, a child probably wrote this.
Yeah.
This character is just called Monsieur Cheeks.
Is it a butt character?
Actually, I want to get an image of it. Oh my god, yes it is.
I have Monster Cheeks right here. He just popped up for me. Also, Jack, this should be the ultimate form of the Pawn Chessmon. Might I introduce you to Checkmate?
Checkmate. I forgot about Checkmate.
That's so fucking stupid.
I need
They are fucking stupid.
I need to show this up on stream. So what's this character's name? Cheeks.
Monsieur Cheeks.
Monsieur Cheeks.
Chibi. Comrade Turbinsky.
Comrade Tubinsky.
He's a jet plane. I don't even know how he's human. Comrade Turbinsky. Oh my fucking god. Ultimate Muscle is so good. Bone Killer.
Oh, because the 4Kids had to be 4Kids. We have Ninja Ned.
Ninja Ned.
Buster Crab, Mr. P, Curry the Cook.
T-Pac-Man. T-Pac-Man.
T-Pac-Man! I remember T-Pac-Man.
some of these costumes are what make it. Like, some of these are so fucking good.
Oh yeah, the costumes make these characters straight up.
Robin Mask, or Kevin Mask, I guess was his name. Alright, this one's not as funny with the name, but it's the design.
Oh, okay. You know what? I have to show the image on this one. Remember I mentioned El Nino. This is what El Nino looks like. Oh
What the
my. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh no is right.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh
Also,
no.
this is approaching G Gundam territories.
This is G Gundam essentially. This is
Also-
G Gundam but wrestling.
Jack, this one's a little bit for you right here. Tell me who this is with Kid Muscle. Who does that look like to you?
No.
You
No.
like Gallery?
It's Gallery.
It looks like Gallery, but he got as swole as Broly.
Now, credit to what credit is due, as far as this series is considered, the anatomy is on fucking point. You cannot deny that the anatomy for all the characters is phenomenal.
Geronimo.
Cable, what the fuck is this thing? Look,
The weird-
what the fuck is this thing?
His name isn't funny, it's just for you to see the picture of him.
But what?
He's perfect. He punches you with old man.
I don't like this.
Well, you know what? These are them bad boys from outer space. Ultimate muscle. They hit a body slam, the human race.
Ultimate Muscle for me was one of those series that, like, I remember the main character. I remember watching the show, but I don't remember anything about it.
The wrestlers race to our defense with strength and speed and flatulence. Ultimate muscle. Ultimate muscle. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. We didn't even talk about Ultimate Muscle. We're just going off on how fucking good the names and the designs. The designs are solid. I won't even talk shit on the designs because Ultimate Muscle looked good.
What else is there to say? Every single episode has a fight between two characters. That's it, really.
You know what?
Actually, no, what? That's not true. Sometimes there are tag team matches.
Oh my god. I want to rewatch Ultimate Muscle now. Now I'm in the mood to see that again. Oh my god, that was a good little trip. What else was in the big three? I actually don't know.
So when I said big three, I just meant like the three that I thought we would have the most to talk about. I was thinking the Yu-Gi-Oh dub, the Pokemon dub, and the One Piece dub.
Nah, Kirby, right back at you.
We already talked about that.
No, we
And that was
Kirby,
its own one
it should
too.
be the top three.
no, we're saving that because it's getting its own individual podcast.
Yeah,
You know what? You're right.
yeah, it is.
We're gonna go
Yu-Gi-Oh
back.
will
and
do
talk
its
about
own ones too, but there's a lot to go over with Yu-Gi-Oh, so we can like do a bit here anyway. And
So
not really spoil a lot.
do you guys want to talk about first? One Piece, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Pokemon?
I have more to say on. Oh god, actually no, all three of them. I have some shit to say. I think we talked about Yu-Gi-Oh a bit. Do you want to just finish Yu-Gi-Oh off? And
Yes.
then go
Okay.
To the...
So, first of all, I think we can all agree on this. Dub Seto Kaiba is unironically one of the funniest characters in all of existence.
Oh, Dub Seto Kaiba is like the absolute pinnacle of what an American dub should be.
This petty ass motherfucker.
Yo,
He's such an asshole.
Dub Seto Kaiba is the. Oh my god. Like, where do you even begin with Dub Seto Kaiba? Like,
If you want to watch him at peak asshole, watch the Dark Side Dimensions movie, very beginning.
you know what? I'll actually
That is
disagree with you on that, Jack.
That is epitome Seto Kaiba.
I will disagree with you on that for one specific reason, Jack. You want to see the, and I understand his reasoning, but the worst of the worst times Seto Kaiba has ever actually been on screen was when he threatened to kill himself if Yugi didn't let him win.
Yes!
Now, I mean, and this is actually a big comparison thing. In the anime, like in the English anime, he says, "You can go ahead and win, Yugi, but the shockwaves alone might knock me off." In the actual Japanese, he says, "If you win, I'm throwing myself over the side of this cliff."
You know what?
Okay.
That pissed me off so fucking much because they were fighting with holograms.
Yeah.
So there's a dubism. He says that the fucking wind is gonna knock him off because 4 kids can't have something about suicide happening in their children's cartoon. Kaiba was straight up ready to kill himself. Like, no, I win or nobody wins.
I thought it was the shockwave.
That's only in the dub. In the sub, it's literally he says he will jump off the side of the cliff
But
if Yugi does not surrender the duel.
It still doesn't make any fucking sense in the dub, though. Like, it's...
No, the dub doesn't make any sense because they're trying to cover up the fact that how do we account for Seto Kaiba doing this?
But imagine how fucking angry you are, where Yu-Gi-Oh! Hasn't watched the fucking match, he's right up to the fucking mansion, and Seto Kaiba, like, basically makes the biggest bluff of a fucking lifetime and Yugi falls for it. Or should I say Yami falls for it?
No, Yami doesn't fall for it because Yami was gonna kill him.
That's right! I forgot about that!
Yugi stops it. He's like, this will knock me off. Like,
You know,
again, I hate to keep quoting Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. It's just like with
you know what?
fucking
It wasn't
Bakura
even a
on
bluff.
the-
This is Dub Seto Kaiba. He was stupid enough to think that the hologram would actually knock him off.
The fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged thing with him and Bakura on the blimp. Yugi, you can't do that. It'll kill Bakura. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the British. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I think it's so much.
We love you, little Karibo. Thank you for.
I know that you're saying we're praising Kaiba a bunch, but we can't deny that Pegasus is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Kaiba boy. Yugi boy. Kaiba boy.
Ooh.
I love that in the dub, there are so many scenes in the original where Pegasus has a glass of wine that there was no way that they could edit around that, so they solidified the liquid in his glass and said it was grape juice. It was
Corn.
literally the first time
Technically,
you
they're
see
not
it,
wrong.
He just goes, "This is grape juice."
Seto Kaiba, or not Seto Kaiba, fucking Pegasus is that bitch.
Yes. Pegasus radiates massive dat bitch
He
energy.
was an asshole that became a friendly asshole, but he's still that level of asshole.
Still an
He's just
asshole.
rounded off a little bit.
Fucking Pegasus. Oh my god, Pegasus was great. We've covered this like previously, Chibi, but like Marek he's leagues more fun in the abridged series. He's
Yeah.
good in the regular dub, but you know, if we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Dubs, can I just say this? Like, there should be 3 definitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Dubs. I would say the Japanese dub, the English dub. Well, actually, no, I would call it the Japanese dub, the American dub, and the English dub. And the English dub is Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged is really fucking good.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I want
Bridge is good.
To round back really quick to Pegasus being that bitch, I'm pretty sure, if memory serves correctly, in one of the movies where Kaiba shows up to basically just demand some cards
I
from
remember
Pegasus,
this.
First one.
Pegasus is sunbathing with his suit still on.
Yeah. It's Pyramid of Light.
Yeah, he's just kind of chilling with his suit on, sunbathing. Because he can.
And then he doesn't even give Kaiba the card. He's like, duel me for the card, Kaiba. And Kaiba's so fucking serious, but Dub Kaiba is a fucking treat. Dark Side of Dimensions. You're challenging me with fruit?
Fruit!
can we pay
The fact
some?
that Kaiba also chased the dude into the afterlife just to try and win against the
I've
thing
made
in a
that
card game.
joke. Jack, I've made that joke of how that fucking goes at the end of it. Like, if it doesn't get abridged by Little Karibo, I will fucking do it. Where it's like, oh, Pharaoh, looks like I've finally beaten you in this duel in the afterlife. Now, how do I get home? What do you mean home? You're dead. No, I have money. That doesn't work. No, you're dead. Money doesn't work. Well, shit. Yes. Now get out of my palace. Kicking him straight out.
Kaiba, deal with Kaiba. As you require, Pharaoh. Oh, I forgot about that.
As thou requireth, Pharaoh. Oh yes, your ancient Kaiba. Yes. Yugi, who is this? He's handsome. Thank you. You're handsome too. Do you want to go talk about dragons? I love dragons.
Oh god, there's two of them.
Oh no, I've got two Setos. I need another me. Where's ancient Egyptian Yugi? That's you, Pharaoh. Shit.
So now, we've sat on normal Yu-Gi-Oh for enough. Let's talk about GX for a second here.
So we highlighted
We all
GX.
took off an idiot.
It's GX is just straight up. Its dub is not fun compared to its actual sub, or like its Japanese dub. There's really not too much that's memorable from GX aside from a couple like sparing moments.
What about
I don't know. I had a fucking great
what about
time with
Crowler?
GX.
Just all
Crowler-
Crowler.
Oh,
Crowler's great.
it's fucking wonderful. Jaden is not fun. Blair is the most annoying thing from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX dub. Yubel was amazing. I will give Yubel credit.
Silas
where
had
credit's
some
due.
That
good
was
lines.
great.
He's good too. Uh, we go over fucking Hasselberry because of Dustin every fucking month, where it's like Dino-rific,
No riff.
and then
I mean,
Also-
I'm just saying, if we still ever want to do that, I will make a dinosaur deck in in Yu-Gi-Oh!
let's also not forget
And
the
we
fact
can do that as a game one
that
day.
Bastion Misawa married a panther.
Hey, those two did kind of stay together, didn't they?
She stays with him in panther form. She stays with him after she transforms. She never leaves Bastion's side. He's canonically dating a panther because I think he's trying to find a way to turn her back into a human. Misawa fucks panthers. He's a furry. No, that's not technically a furry. Furries are a little different than that.
Thank you. Because, you know, there's gonna be people out there who say, fucking weird bestiality shit. No, that's...
Yeah, no, there's a distinction to draw between it. That's not a furry. It was Oh, that's the word. He's a weirdo.
Weird.
He's a creeper.
I'll say this too. All right, just slight little tangent. Like I never like got the whole like hatred towards furries. Most furries I know are cool. I mean, there's Jack, but the rest of them are cool.
I'm not cool.
What about Batty?
I'm not cool. And I'm not a furry.
Batty's not cool simply because he won't admit it, and it's not cool to live in denial.
Alright, I'm not a furry, as you can tell by my catboy ears. I'm an echo. It's different.
Listen, you want to know the honest truth?
Furry.
Batty, you have a Catboy Sona and a Sonic Sona. You're literally just a furry who's going
Hold
to.
on. He also had an entire campaign where everyone in the world was anthropomorphized animals.
You want to know something else? I also have a fursona. I'm not a furry.
Batty, you're just legitimately being a Neko is just being a furry
You
with.
have two personas. You have your old bat one too.
That was from when I was a kid. That's different.
That's still a persona.
Well, actually, it wasn't a fursona. It was gonna be like the main character of my comic.
Listen, denial's not
They
just another
just happen to
reference.
look like you.
Okay, listen. My name is Batty. I am a Catboy VTuber, and I have a fursona who is a fox. Not only is that
Okay,
confusing, but it's so confusing that means I'm not a furry.
You didn't have to drop the VTuber line, Batty. Kind of tasteless to do that on your own channel.
This is like our shared channel, you asshole.
Yeah, that's why I'm joking with you.
Fuck you.
This is a shit. Like this is as much your channel as it is everybody else's.
I don't think Chibi should get a share in this channel. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but Chibi edits things. I can't.
Even though Chibi puts probably like just as much work as Cable, if not more work in certain other areas.
Gee, we go back through the video and make it sound like Batty said he was a furry.
I mean, if
I
he
know
makes me
all the
smile,
pictures are there.
I can cut up the audio and I can make him just say that he's a furry.
Do it. I know
you guys
all the
wanna keep
pieces
going on
are there.
Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I gotta go on mute for half a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
So, best
So
part.
out of the top three, what are we missing?
Well, I was.
One Piece.
Yeah.
One of the next ones.
I was thinking One Piece, but as far as Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, how do you feel about the GX opening? We've discussed our opinions on it, Chippy.
It's fun.
Okay, good. That was also our conclusion.
Now, I will say there is a difference between it's fun and it's good.
Yeah, that's a distinction with like a lot of 4Kid stuff.
Like, as a song by itself, it is garbage. However,
Yeah, but
because it was attached to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX of all things, as a show, and then you listen to it now, knowing that it's from a show, you go, fuck yeah.
it's also like, nostalgia probably plays a little bit into it, but like,
Probably.
I mean, I go back and watch it every now and then,
Well, that's
and
the
I
thing.
still fucking love it for all
sometimes
it is.
when I draw, I'll play songs on repeat because I'm a fucking psycho. And that's one of the songs that, like, I've listened to probably collectively, like, 7 hours of that one, like, 2-minute and 30-second song within the past year. Just
Friendly reminder.
drawing
that
along to it.
The original Yu-Gi-Oh! Intro slaps hard, and there's barely any lyrics.
Yes, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Intro slaps. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX's intro is more lyrics, but still fun.
Did Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds have an intro?
Not
Yeah.
that I remember.
Hyperdrive.
I don't remember it.
I don't ever remember the 5D intro.
Going fast makes me feel alive.
Yeah, that's
No,
right.
never listened to it.
I remembered when Jack said that.
Nope.
But what about Jack Atlas, the master of faster?
Yo,
I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh!
rules
5Ds,
the
or at least
duel.
I didn't like it.
Yo,
I watched bits of it and didn't like it.
Can we talk about the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! The Yu-Gi-Oh!'s first movie soundtrack, the 4Kid soundtrack? Because it had a lot of fucking shit on it.
You wanna talk
and
about?
Kaiser's own theme song. You're not me.
You're not me.
No, I thought you wanted to talk about the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Soundtrack from 4Kids. I'm not gonna panic.
Oh yeah,
The
that's
fucking. I won't give up. I won't give in.
it was.
I'm not gonna panic.
It was all just butt rock, and I'm here for it.
Fucking, I still remember the duel with the Shadow of Kaiba, which was actually just some dude they paid where he's like, what are you talking about, Yugi? I am the real Kaiba, and you don't stand a ghost of a chance. Oh my fucking god, that was such a dumb episode.
Yeah,
How many times did they use Ghost of a Chance throughout
They-
that entire show?
at least
What?
3.
At least 3.
I hate saying it, but yes, off at the top of my memory, there was 3 confirmed times. Because it's like, there was one with the zombie kid when
Yeah.
he came
That's
back.
the only one I remember.
Before that, in the original episode with the zombie duelist, that were, like, hanging out with, American dude, oh my god,
Bandit Keith.
we didn't talk about Bandit Keith. Oh my
We haven't talked about the best American Canadian.
Oh my god. Fucking Bandit motherfucking Keith.
That was...
In America.
I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. There's an American character. Wait, this doesn't take place in America?
Jack, we're trying to talk about the English dub. You can't keep bringing up the abridged series.
You know that's the only way we can ever talk about Bandit fucking Keith.
In America. Wait, I thought we was in Japan, boss. Every country is owned by America.
There are people who are teenagers now that are younger than the In America meme.
Oh my god. Shut up, Patty.
I had to say it.
In America.
In America.
Oh my god. I don't know what it is about Bandit Keith pointing his invisible gun at Pegasus or hiding cards under his bracelet. And just the voice they have for Bandit Keith is so pompously annoying. I think the only way they could have topped Bandit Keith's voice is if they would have actually gotten like Matthew McConaughey to voice him. All right. Looks like we're gonna be playing here some card games. How'd a wimp like you get a card so rare?
No, that would have actually kind of been amazing. And you know that, Cable. I want you to visualize Matthew McConaughey wearing an American flag bandana, pointing an invisible gun at Pegasus. Is not the most amazing thing you can ever think of.
No, it's pretty amazing. It's right up there for me, Chibi, with having to imagine the fact that in a sound booth, somewhere on Earth at one point, James Woods had to say, "Oh, I really need to hope I can get that brat's keyblade. I need that brat to use the keyblade to open the door so I can have my things fight the Heartless." To imagine James Woods talking about Heartless and keyblades, and James Woods has an active knowledge of Kingdom Hearts. I want people to actually think about that. And it's not just like, oh, he knows it's a game. James Woods understands the concept of Keyblades, Heartless, Nobody, and Organization 13. For all you know, James Wood has played every Kingdom Hearts game. Because he's in all of them.
So... we talked about Bandit Keith, we talked about Pegasus, we talked about Kaiba, Joey Wheeler.
Hey, you, I'm Joey Wheeler.
Brooklyn.
That's all you need to say.
Can I don't want to have Joey Wheeler go on. I'm going to summarize Joey Wheeler in just 3 words. Time roulette go.
Yeah.
You bitch! It's my line.
Do you know Joey Wheeler is part of the reason why Naoki has the voice he does? Because my thought process with Naoki was like, okay, this is Yu Hakusho themed D&D. I need to make a character with like a totally Americanized dub voice. And Joey Wheeler, like, not that like Naoki's voice is based off of Joey Wheeler, but like Joey Wheeler having that voice definitely influenced Naoki having a similar voice.
Let me So what you're telling me is
Yes.
Naoki could easily be cut and pasted into the old Yu-Gi-Oh dub, and he would probably fit.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I love it.
I want to very briefly go over some of the minor characters in the first Yu-Gi-Oh series. I'm just going to briefly just name names, and you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. We have such beautiful characters such as Mako Tsunami!
Ugh.
We have Rex Raptor.
And Weevil Underwood.
All 3 of these characters show up more than once. They really shouldn't. Oh, also we have Panic with a K.
You're forgetting about My Valentine?
Panic.
Mai, I wouldn't say is a secondary character. She is under her own category called Bad Bitch. And
Now-
she will stay there.
Let's get some more maybe multi-appearance to one-off characters from Yu-Gi-Oh in here. Don't be sleeping on my boy Esparoba
Would you like to buy this, baby?
or Arcana.
Oh, sexy red dot magician.
About to
Actually,
scream.
Chibi, I'm offended you didn't bring these people up.
Hmm.
One's name's Para, the other one is Dog.
The fucking Paradox Brothers.
How did you forget the
I had the
Paradox?
toy of their duel monster. I
The
had
ones
it.
that made a fucking return in GX of
I-
all things.
Go, Wall Shadow.
I had the toy of their fucking like thing that they assembled.
Gate Guardian.
Yeah, the Gate Guardian. So I had that toy. It was so fucking cool, and I loved it. Looking back on it, it was pretty shitty though because it only had 4 points of articulation, and the main gimmick was that you just had to put them together.
Cable. How could you ignore Bonds?
Bonds.
Bonds. Bandit Keith's one and only friend.
Oh, Bonds,
No.
of course. No, it's Bonds. Bonez. Bonds. Don't forget. What was their fucking friend's name? Was it like Cygor?
I think it was like, yeah, I think it's like Saigo or something. Oh god, I would have to look up a list.
Yo, nobody addresses this. Bakor sent all of them to hell, and they never come back. They're
Yeah.
just in hell.
They're just dead, yeah.
Bakor killed all 3 of them and stole their cards.
Oops.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Odeon.
No, his name's they pronounced it Bones because he's the fucking creepy skeleton one.
Mhm.
Oh no, I think Chibi's just being a shit. There was
Don't fuck
Odeon,
me.
who's forgettable.
Go in there.
Ishizu. Ishizu was kind of bae growing up, I'm not gonna lie.
I can't do
I
that
like that
high
we're
pitch.
being slightly more in depth with these side characters. Mako Tsunami is exactly what you expect from that name. That's
No,
it.
that's the only one I will say the abridged series are allowed to do for that one because Mako is just the freaky fish guy.
Yeah, just the fish dude. That's it.
He grew up by the ocean. Okay, we talked about a lot of the side characters. Can we pay some fucking respects to Dan Green himself?
Dan Green, real name, no gimmick.
Fucking both Knuckles, Yami, and Yugi. But most importantly, Knuckles.
Dan
Fuck you, most
motherfucking
importantly, Yugi.
Green. You know Dan Green fucks because he dubbed a hentai.
Did he dub in Tendai?
That's right.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
They used that line at the end of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged episode where it's him in his normal Yami Yugi voice, because that's one of his default voices as a character, just going, "Alright, you see what I have right here? I'm gonna whip out my cock, and you're gonna suck it."
I remember there was a time where there was a funny out of context clip of a hentai that was going around, and I forgot who the fucking voice actor was, or I just know he was a Pokemon voice actor. I
Probably Eric Stewart.
Has Eric Stewart done hentai?
He might have. And a lot of people do hentai that you wouldn't think.
Yeah.
Because, and I say that because if you, and I mean this with complete sincerity to you, you are probably good people, you have loving
Oh, yeah.
families and people care about you. But if you listen to English dubbed hentai, you are weird. Go away. Nobody listens to English. Who is looking for that? Like,
I'm
who's
gonna be-
listening to hentai like, I wish the voices were in English.
I'm gonna be real with you, Cable. Some of the funniest shit I've seen on the internet has been from out of context English hentai.
They have an 18+ panel at Anime Boston where it's just a bunch of people gathered in a room watching English dub hentai at like midnight, and it's one of the funniest things to ever sit down and listen to.
Oh,
Oh my god, that con is fucking great with that shit. That really derailed shit for a second.
it did. It did. But yeah, I enjoy Dan Green.
So,
I enjoy his face.
I think have we said our piece on Yu-Gi-Oh?
I think so, but before we move on, Chibi, do you like Dan Green's face?
I do.
I've
Yeah.
never seen his face.
You never seen his face? He has a very pleasant face.
You know, he has the type of face where it's like he'd be a little annoyed if you just showed up at his house, and he'd probably make you leave, but he would offer you something to drink first.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just looking up some images here because I wanted to find something funny, but I found something weird instead.
Oh.
Early season Joey Wheeler.
Ew, he looks like a Sonic character. Early season Joey. Me named Joey. Play King of Card Games.
Versus, you know, his more up-to-date design.
They
Where
just
he
moved-
just looks like that is Joey Wheeler.
They made his head smaller and his hair bigger.
His jacket absorbed all of the particles that came off and became blue.
No, you see, he actually won some money from the fucking Duelist Kingdom tournament so he could eat properly nutritioned food and his head stopped swelling.
Why
Oh,
is
actually, there
Andrew's
is-
face getting bigger?
There is one more thing on Yu-Gi-Oh! I want to say, seeing as there was one more series that 4Kids had.
Batty, what are you doing?
Vexel!
No. Mm-mm.
Trash
You
fire.
swat that away. Put that thing away.
Oh, Dan Green, you're on the podcast. Welcome.
Put that
Dan
thing away,
Green.
Batty.
Real names, no gimmicks. Hold on. Hi, yes, it's me, Dan Green. I'm sitting in for Chibi Wisdom.
No. Cable. There you go.
Hi, Dan Green here. I'm sitting in for Cable Provider.
Oh my god.
So, ask me any question about Yu-Gi-Oh! Go on, I can answer anything.
Okay, so
What the fuck does Pot of Greed do?
Shut up. Anything else?
so what was that?
Jack sucks.
You were in that hentai, right? Like it was definitely your voice.
That wasn't hentai. That was me being Dan Green and slaying it like a boss. Somebody recorded me. It was out of context.
Okay. Well.
Dan Green!
Well, thank you for coming along, Mr. Green. You know what? You have a really beautiful face. I like your eyes.
I was glad to see him. Oh, that one.
There he goes.
I am off
He
the
flies
afterlife.
away. He has to go.
I can't believe we got Dan fucking Green on the podcast, guys. That was something
That was
else.
impressive. That was impressive. You know what's sad about that too? If like not Dan Green, but I guarantee you, if we sent an email out, we could get Randy Quaid on here.
Hey, Cable, how did it feel getting possessed
Exactly.
by Dan Green?
You know, it makes me feel like a Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist. It makes me feel like Yugi Moto getting possessed by Dan Green.
Hold on, check your Yu-Gi-Oh decks. They might be kind of shit now.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Now they look good. 5 copies of Celtic Guardian, 3 copies of Summoned Skull. The non-effect versions of these, by the way. Oh, and Watapon. I win.
Clearly,
Fucking water pond.
you have to have your little. Do you have your wing Karibo?
You were about to say Little Karibo again, weren't you?
I
You
was.
did that the other day.
I was.
That's the next hair boy. Me currently, I have the basic Karibo. How are you, Karibo? Do the la 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 la.
Okay. So
Now, we can go One Piece or Pokemon next, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I got some slightly nice things to say about the One Piece thing. When it comes to Pokemon, no, I have some things that they cannot be allowed to get away with what they did.
I have the exact reverse of that, Cable. I am
Wait.
going to shit on the One Piece dub, and I'm going to praise the Pokemon dub.
Go fight.
All right, Jack, Chibi, you guys the outliers. What do we start with?
Alright, Chibi, which side are you on? The One
You know,
Piece
I
or,
think-
or the
Here's the
Pokemon?
thing. If we're talking about like which series has the most censorship, it would be the One Piece one.
He's right, you know.
It's more the case of which one do we talk about first. while the other
Right.
side shits on.
But
Which side of the table goes first?
talking about the largest censored anime on the entire 4Kids block,
Oh, definitely One Piece.
is far more interesting than talking about the puntastic adventure that is Pokemon.
No, you want to talk about some censorship for Pokemon? Oh, is there some censorship for
Oh, I know.
Pokemon?
There is. I think it'll be funny to start with One Piece. That's alright.
Let's go through One Piece then.
So
Oh.
fun fact that One Piece did get redubbed for obvious reasons. There's now a very good, from what
Long-running version.
I understand, Funimation dub that's been running for a long time now.
It's alright.
Yeah.
They've just gotten through. Well, they're still getting through. Oh my god, I'm forgetting the name of it.
I forget where the fucking place is, but they're
Don
around
Quixote,
South Arc. Like I don't think
Emmy's Lobby. It's not Emmy's Lobby. Fucking.
are they? I don't think they've dubbed the I don't think they've dubbed Luffy's Gear 4 yet.
No, not yet. It's.
Yeah, we'll circle back to it. It's not important.
But yeah.
Yes, it fucking is to me.
Anyways, before there was the Funimation dub, there was the 4Kids dub, which, obviously had to end because 4Kids, went belly up. But,
You remember the last episode of the 4Kids dub, right, Maddie?
what was it?
It was the one where Ace leaves the ship, but the Straw Hat's ship almost gets capsized. So it's just after Ace introduces himself, and then their ship is almost destroyed. That's where the 4Kids dub ended. So if any kid was watching One Piece on 4Kids, that was where they basically saw the Straw Hats potentially be dead, and they never saw anything else.
That is fucking
Dressrosa.
hilarious. That is
Dressrosa.
so fucking funny.
It was gonna bug me if I didn't find out. Sorry, carry on.
So the One Piece dub had a fucking killer opening that, well, the lyrics again,
Yo!
it is hype as fuck.
Yeah, yo. Dreamin', don't give it up, bad ain't dreamin'. Don't give it up, blackjack dreamin'. Don't give it up, cheap dreamin'. Don't give it up, give it up, give it up, give it no!
Alright, I'm gonna BRB. You guys continue to talk about One Piece.
This was you!
What
Maddie
wa-
was the One Piece boy.
We need you so you can be the devil's advocate on this.
I'll be the devil's advocate when I get back. It'll just be a second. You guys talk about stuff you like about One Piece.
Alright.
The censorship was funny.
Censorship was funny. Honestly, I like Sanji's original voice more than I like Eric Vale. And that's nothing against Eric Vale. I prefer the more raspier Sanji voice where it's like, oh hey, yeah, it's me, Sanji. I prefer that over the just standard future Trunks Eric Vale voice.
Oh, I mean,
That was the justification of I think 4Kids cast a better actor for Sanji than I think Funimation did. And again, nothing against Eric Vale because there's a lot of shit I really do like Eric Vale in. It might just be the I don't know. I think the voices for was Sunny Straight always Usopp or did they replace him after 4Kids?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Sunny Straight is always Usopp in the dubs.
Let me have a.
We can look into that, but the whole thing with the One Piece dub is I remember
No, it was Jason Griffith.
I only remember the Sunny Straight word. I have such splotchy. This is why we needed Batty here for this, because when it comes to the One Piece dub, I remember One Piece very well.
He was
But it's been a
Sonic
long
in
time.
the X.
Sonic was Usopp.
Yeah,
Ew.
and Shadow was in the same series too. So
Okay, I can excuse that. Usopp and Shadow have a lot of similarities with each other.
Clearly.
They do. You're telling me you can't see Usopp looking down to Sonic going, Faker, I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be the marksman of the Straw Hats. Fucking love. I love Shadow the Hedgehog.
He was in Yu-Gi-Oh! DX2. He was Atticus. Alexis's brother.
I hate Atticus Rose. It's so fucking stupid and its mask is dumb. I hate
Light
Atticus.
Child.
Hello.
Shut up, Jack.
I'm back.
Shut up. Patty, talk about One Piece.
Okay, so first of all, I can forgive the stupid spring trap hammer contraption. I can forgive the lollipop. I cannot forgive what they did in Arlong Park.
What do they do in Arlong Park?
You don't know about this shit?
I don't remember it.
They take away one of the most badass fucking scenes in all of One Piece. So, for those that don't know, I would say, this is me personally as somebody who's not seen the entirety of One Piece or read the entirety of the manga up to date. Arlong Park is probably one of my favorite shonen arcs. Like, full stop. I fucking love Arlong Park so much. Nami has a scene in Arlong Park where she has to prove that she's still loyal to Arlong and the Arlong Pirates. So, basically, she's tasked with killing off Usopp to prove her loyalty. What she does is she goes up to Usopp, sneakily puts her hand against his belly, stabs her own hand clean through with the knife, and then pushes Usopp into the river so he can drift away with the blood flowing like in the river. Guess what they fucking do in the fucking dub?
Please tell me.
Nami uses a rubber knife, and they spent all of the effort to edit all the scenes with the blood out.
I think that's more badass.
A rubber knife? They actually animated squishing into her hand. It's so fucking stupid.
Betty, think about it. That means she was tactical and smart and had a whole thing ready to go. How is that not more badass?
She didn't know she was gonna have to kill Usopp. She was thinking something on the fly, and she did the one thing to save her friend that was really...
Yeah, it would make no sense for her to realistically to carry a fake knife on her either.
I'm fine with Sanji smoking a lollipop. I don't give a fuck. That is the shit that crossed the line for me, motherfucker. I will die by that. Holy fuck. Oh! That is the straw that broke this camel's back for me. I will say, though, Sanji is better with a Joey Wheeler accent.
See, I had just said this. I don't know if you were here for this part, Bonnie.
Yep.
I prefer Sanji from the 4Kids dub than I do actually to Eric Vale. Just because I like the more raspier sort of like it was weird. When he had a lollipop, they gave him the Chainsmoker voice. When he had a cigarette, they took away the Chainsmoker voice.
They could. That would have been so much more cooler. But yeah, like that fit Sanji really well and gave him his own distinct voice, which. That's the one thing, as much as, like, you want to shit on, like, some 4Kids dubs, and, you know, like, not every voice is going to be gold, they gave distinctive voices to characters. Like, I still, to this day, like, could tell you why fucking, fucking Joey Wheeler is fucking god tier.
Joey Wheeler is fucking top tier, like Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think it's a thing in voice acting that it's mentioned that there are two different types of voice acting. There's just standard voice acting, and then there are character voices. A lot of what 4Kids did was character voices for, well, their characters. Meanwhile, what Funimation does is just standard voice acting.
Yeah. Which, it's like, I get it, but, like, the thing with 4Kids, they really needed more distinctive, like, character voices, because...
They had, like, 4 actors.
Yeah. They had a very
Really
limited pool... Well, they had a limited pool of actors, and they were all working on the same series, so...
So, before we, because I know we're still gonna probably be going on about the One Piece dub for a bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just called in the cavalry for the Pokemon dub if you want.
Okay.
I got Dan on tap. He's waiting to know when to hop in.
Bring him in. Bring him in. I'm willing to defend the best, not the best show.
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
You know he's gonna talk about he's just gonna be like creaming his jeans over Lisa Ortiz.
Probably.
Someone say Lisa Ortiz?
There he is. There's that beautiful son of a bitch.
She is a beautiful person, I will have you know.
She is. She's a very talented person also.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Ecuador is Dan. Dan. I don't know.
That was sloppy.
Listen,
All the way down from that one taco shack that you've heard is good, but you've never seen anyone actually go there. Ninja Dan.
Dan, as sloppy as that was, it's still better than Kanga! Kanga!
You guys really talking about the Pokemon dub?
We're talking about the Pokemon dub.
Like, just strictly like Indigo Plateau? Or Orange Islands?
Strictly the
Old
4Kids
Kids.
Pokemon dub. We already went through Ultimate Muscle fighting Foodons and the rest.
Oh my god.
Also, actually, really quick, Dan, did you know Ultimate Muscle is the reason Yu Yu Hakusho is the way that it is?
You know, I can also
And
tell you,
Full
Ultimate Muscle was something I actually grew up with, not knowing what the hell it was because I had the little toys. I just called them Muscle Men.
Muscleman.
That's basically what they are. But you put some respect on their names, all right?
Before the hate starts flowing in, first, I need to address this.
Yeah.
You cannot deny that James is the best character.
James is one of the main reasons to watch the Pokemon dub, along with Meowth.
Okay, I have a controversial opinion. I was like talking about how much I love like Maddie Blustein. I keep saying her name in different variations. I don't know how it's actually pronounced. But my point is, I'm going to argue, and there are outliers, but I'm talking about Veronica Taylor, talking about Eric Stewart, I forgot who voiced Misty, Jesse, Meow, James. Pokemon wouldn't have been nearly as popular as it was if not for those voice actors, and I'll stand by that.
I'm going to tell you right now, I agree with you. I love the Pokemon dub wholeheartedly because those same voice actors are also Slayers.
Of course.
I'm just saying, I think
Gowry James?
my argument, as stupid and silly as the Pokemon dub is at times, and as however like many cringy voice actors like guests like or cringy like voices are in episodes, I think the main Pokemon cast like fucking made the anime.
You gotta shut out those thoughts with another thunderbolt.
I don't
So,
even.
Maddie,
Yeah.
Voice of Misty is Rachel Lillis.
Rachel Lewis.
Yes, voice of Misty. She's also Jessie.
Oh, nice.
That explains a lot, actually.
Yeah.
She was in Hunter x Hunter Last Mission.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
trying to see what
sorry.
else she. Why? That's the best thing.
At least she's gonna work.
I'm trying to, and actually, you know who she is in the English dub that you'll enjoy, Batty?
Who?
She's Aunt Mito.
Nice.
She's a Pidgeotto.
Yeah, she's a Pidgeotto.
She went from Pokemon to Pokemon.
Aunt Mito does look like a Pidgeotto. If anybody who's confused what we're talking about, look up Aunt Mito from Hunter x Hunter, and you'll know.
Also, if we're gonna stay on fucking topic with 4Kids, she was hella Nemo from Cubics.
Yeah. It all comes full circle back to Cubics.
Always back to the best show on 4Kids.
Robots for every nun.
Robots for every nun.
Hey, you know, I love that game. I love a game you pay $60 for and is broken right out the gate.
It literally doesn't start.
Dan, who's Martina Zoana Mel Navratilova?
Oh, she comes in season 2 as Slayers, and she is a
Martina.
treat.
Well, that's the same person who voices Misty in the dub.
Yes, yes. Oh, I know, Jack. You and I both knew that was Jesse.
I think we should state, so for those who are unfamiliar with Slayers, Slayers is an anime. It's not produced or it's not dubbed by 4Kids, but Eric Stewart is the voice director for it.
Might as well be dubbed by 4Kids because Eric Stewart voice directs it. It's the same voice cast as
I think
Pokemon.
it's a case of it was roughly the same, like the same area as the other studio for anime voice.
Yeah, it was like it was
dubs.
produced out. It was brought out by Central Park Media.
Yeah.
But they still had Eric Stewart voice direct it.
You know what it was? It was Eric Stewart hiring all of his friends from 4Kids.
Yeah, because let's be fair, if I got the rights to an anime right now, I'm not gonna go looking for other people.
And
you guys.
I'm gonna say right now, he made the right fucking choice because Lisa Ortiz, I love you like crazy, but in Pokemon, not the best characters. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Lisa Ortiz is like, we need a generic female character to voice that shows up for one episode, and then like Lisa Ortiz, don't worry, bro, I got it.
And I'm also sorry you had to play Serenity Wheeler.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Joey. Fucking hate Serenity.
Joey.
But
as Lena Inverse, my god, that is mwah.
she stayed the voice of Misty all the way up through Lucario and the Mystery of Mew.
That's when all of the that is when all of the original dub got canned. Mystery Mew was the last thing.
Well, there's a lot from the original Pokemon that got canned, Batty, since you want to talk about censorship in One Piece. Yeah, One Piece censors objects in their series. You ever have a whole fucking episodes cut out?
You ever have, like, what, 5 episodes of Indigo Plateau just entirely cut out?
And we got the Tauros ranching, so it was very confusing when Ash just has 200
Oh, yeah,
Tauros.
that whole Safari Zone episode just gone.
Yeah, the Taurus episode.
That one episode where James had inflatable boobs.
So, they did play that one. They played half the episode, or I think they played like 18 minutes of it, and they cut out like 5 or 6.
There are reasons for why those episodes were cut.
They also cut out the follow-up episode to that, which they show in the opening theme song with the giant tentacle.
Yeah, that was because there was a thing that happened in Japan
That
not
was
too long.
something happened. Yeah.
I thought that was because of 9/11.
No, it was before that. It was
Yeah.
there was an earthquake in Japan that destroyed a lot, and
So yeah, so everyone got to miss out on me out getting hentied by a giant tentacle.
You guys, did you guys talk about the Porygon episode? That was.
I was about to bring it up. I am mad. All right, I'm pretty sure I would have been okay through that Porygon episode.
You're pretty sure.
I am like 70% sure I would have been fine.
Now, here's the thing, as far as what actually upsets me as far as the Porygon episode, is because that episode got cut, we have not seen Porygon in an official episode since.
So for context, if you don't know about the banned Pokemon Porygon episode, they stopped airing it in Japan, and the 4Kids released and air it because of this. But it had flashing lights and would give kids seizures. So that's the reason.
They gave about like 5 kids, but it's still 5 too many.
No, it got like 200 of them, Chibi.
Yeah, there was more.
Allegedly, but only 5 confirmed.
Okay, so here's another thing I want to point out that kind of pisses me off. Okay, so the Safari Zone episode, this doesn't make any fucking sense to me. It got banned. That one Safari Zone episode got banned because it had like Officer Jimmy with a gun, right?
No, that was the dude at Safari Zone pulled a rifle on people.
He pulled a rifle.
He pulled a rifle.
He put it in Ash's face.
Here's the thing: in the episode before that, Officer Ginny did the same thing.
Yep.
And here's another stupid fucking thing. There was also an episode earlier, the Squirrel Squad episode,
Where Ash runs into the store and he's like, "Super potion, please!" and they all pull guns out on him.
Yes!
I always have to bring that up because I remember that vividly.
It is so inconsistent about which guns are good and which guns are bad.
Oh god.
I think it's because of the fact that in the instances where they were fine, they were just kind of there, and it was more of either as a passing joke or as something just going on. However, in the episode that did get cut, that man had full intentions on pulling that trigger.
Now, that same episode, wasn't James dressed up as a Gongoro girl?
Yeah, James had fake
Gongoro
boobs.
multiple times.
That was the episode where James and Jesse were flaunting their breast, and then Misty was sad because she has small boobs because she's like 10.
And then she pulled a gun on that guy.
Oh, and then also, let's just forget, that's also the same episode where they where Ash and the Curse steal a yacht and then crash it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hey, yo, what
So,
a travesty!
Cable, I'll give that to you.
Pikachu. What?
Cable, I'll give that to you that it sucked that they censored episodes. I think the thing that pissed me off the most about that was they kept referencing the episodes that they censored out.
Yeah!
Actually,
Because-
you know what? In all general fairness, I wanna slam my hand down for a second and go, in all general fairness, Cable, if we're talking about censoring entire episodes, lest we forget that Tristan doesn't have a character because his entire arc got removed.
Yeah.
Oh, how they removed that entire scene where they show the flashback where he beat up those goons with Joey?
Yeah. Tristan's whole character arc got removed.
Don't you remember how they resolved it? How they actually did that thing where he just drives by real fast on a motorcycle. Hey, get the fun Joey by!
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that episode where it basically all the kids were disappearing, the Pokemon were falling asleep? In that episode, they actually have a flashback sequence to the episode where they're on the beach where it got cut. And also, this was another confusing thing, because you guys talked about how they banned the Tentacruel episode, right?
Yeah.
They did not ban it from the VHSs nor the DVDs because I had both, and I saw
never seen it.
I've seen the Tentacruel episode several times. And
Tentagood or Tentacruel?
yeah, and
Not bad, but it's one of those weird episodes because it had a recurring character who wasn't the same character you saw before, but they are the same model.
yeah, because they're twins.
That old lady.
Yeah.
They were sisters.
There were sisters, and that lady was the lady, again, from the other cut episode that they had the flashback scene to with the James and the boobs and the guns.
Yeah.
So it's all interconnected. There's all these, like, weird ways to point back to this one, like, seemingly unimportant episode that was actually super important and annoyed the fuck out of me because it confused me as a kid, because I noticed this shit.
You know, when it comes to 4Kids, I'm not here to talk about the dubbing of Pokemon. The censorship is one thing. Batty, I'm here to talk to you about and everybody knows where I'm going with this, the inexcusable localization of Pokemon.
Boy, I love these hamburgers.
These jelly donuts are amazing.
Wow, Mom, this is great pizza. Clearly eating rice.
Even when fucking when Ash tried to catch the Primeape and his Pokeball came back, it's like, I got a jelly donut.
You know what?
It is a rice ball.
I have a sad story about that.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't as sad as most of my other childhood stories, but I don't know if any of you guys this. I thought they were actual jelly donuts. So
Oh, babe.
what?
Batty, that's
Batty.
a different type of sad. I can't feel bad for you on that one. I just want to throw it in.
I
there.
actually asked
I
my
thought there was
parents
that
if they
one,
could get me a jelly donut because I never had a jelly donut before, and I saw in the Pokemon, and they gave me a jelly donut, and it wasn't a rice ball. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
we're entirely fair, Cable, the censorship that happens in that regards, or the localization in general, isn't just a for kids thing.
No, I understand it's not just a 4Kids thing. It's just the way it appeared in Pokemon is just so fucking weird to me that I've never been able to get past certain things, or just certain there's certain things I remember from the dubbing of Pokemon where I know it's not like it's a combination of their censorship, their localization, and just the weird dubbing. Like when they're trying to be undercover and it's like, oh, what are your names there? Tom Ado, Caesar Salad.
Tom Ada was still one of the lines I like to reference most.
It was
We
great.
know. We know.
Anchovy.
Caesar Salad and
Anchovy.
Anchovy. I could never remember it. Oh my!
You fucking used that in Bugs X Bones, Batty.
I did use that on Bugs X Bones.
Patty, when you had Anne in Bugs X Bones, was her last name originally going to be Chovy?
I made up her last name on the spot, and it was, it was actually another Pokemon reference, because I was like, I don't know why, but during that session I kind of glazed off, and I was thinking back to like, oh, Ursaring. That Ursa means bear. That's why they named it Ursaring. What if I had a character named that? And then it's like, oh wait, I need to think of a last name for Anne. Fuck, Ursa.
So you know why I thought you did that, Patty?
Why?
And I need to stop giving you credit. I thought it was like a weird. I thought you named it Ursa like after a little bit with like Grifter and stuff, because Dan Grifter and all his family members are named after stars and shit, right?
Yeah.
I thought you were doing like a parallel thing with him with like Ursa Major and Ursa Minor. For like really.
God damn it. I just want to say,
Not another accidental one.
in my defense, Anne and Grifter's parallels are completely coincidental. Every single one.
They're purely coincidental, but by God, is it beautiful.
It is fucking a work of art.
And I love because you can't expect anything from her. Like we're gonna have a beach episode where it's like, oh, Grifter's just defending. Like I don't see what the problem of bringing Anne to the beach is. Grifter, she's robbing a seal, and it's just her punching a seal in the stomach, taking all its fish and leaving.
And
She'll do what she'll do. I can't be the one to stop her.
Hey Grifter, I robbed a seal, 2 jellyfish, and that dude who's selling frozen ice.
Did he have lemon?
Yeah, a little bit of blood in it though. Might be mine. Don't remember.
I'll take it, thank you.
little my little
See?
his, you know how it works.
I guarantee you this could be a Pokemon episode as long as somebody just goes Pikachu.
Fucking, there's still some things I want to cover with the Pokemon dub as it was though.
Yes.
Because there were different shits that I really like out of it. Because every now and then I was expecting just Professor Oak to walk up and Ash, this is your father after all these years, Mr. Mime. He became Ash's father later though.
Professor Oak, also a fantastic choice, voice acting wise. I fucking love that.
Yeah, he was great.
You made it. Wonderful.
Cable,
Don't snap.
I do have to concede that the Kangaskhan kid is probably the worst thing to exist in the history of human history ever.
No.
It's one of the worst things, but that's right up there with the freaking the Doug Trio
I
thing.
was gonna say the
Diglett
Trio.
How do we all remember that?
Because it's Pavlovian.
Oh my god!
You can't, I swear to God, you could go to any anime con, you could go outside with random people, and I guarantee you if you screamed diggly dee, somebody will respond.
You can probably also get somebody with
Can I talk about, so did any of you have any, this is gonna be a weird topic of discussion. Normally when people say they had crushes on cartoon characters, I never got it, unless if it was in reference to like the Pokemon anime, because looking back on it, I did actually have crushes on some of the characters.
was it Lieutenant Surge?
I actually, yes. Specifically Lieutenant Surge and
Surge's dub voice.
It was seeing as a small child when you're finding yourself and you see a big hulking dude that has his shirt always open, and then you see the size difference between him and Ash. That might open up some doors for some people.
Patty, did you want him to burst into your room at night and go, "Oh, look at the little baby and his Thunder badge"?
Also,
How about I give another body slam?
Right.
Also, another thing, Tracy from Orange Island. I don't know what about
I'm
Tracy.
pretty sure that was all cut out. I don't remember any of the Orange Islands.
Fuck you.
I'm pretty sure that was Japan only.
Fuck you. I loved Tracy. I still was sad that Brock was gone, but I really like Tracy.
Oh, thank you, Betty. You reminded me of the ultimate censorship Pokemon did, which makes it the censorship of that worse than anything One Piece has done.
But I'm gonna. It's gonna have to be something big, Cable, because I don't think anything could come close to that knife scene for me.
Pokemon censored Brock. They got rid of Brock because
Okay.
they thought he was offensive, but they couldn't figure out who he was offensive to. Brought him back later.
Cable, that wasn't 4Kids that did that. That was the original series that did that.
Listen,
Yeah.
it still comes down to it.
Fair
It's-
fucking enough.
If they can edit a squishy knife into Nami, they can't clip art Brock into the background.
You know what? Fair fucking enough, because
He didn't do anything. He stood around talking.
they were like,
Brock,
Rock is like, they thought like Rock was a racial stereotype, but of who?
I'll turn my frying pan into a gon from this episode.
Admittedly, yeah, they could have just like copy pasted like Brock just kind of chilling in the background the entire time, and no
But they-
one would have known the wiser.
yeah, nobody would have noticed. Like the lengths they go to, and this is why I believe it too, because you specified it, Patty. The fact that they edited out the blood from Usopp going down the river, giving Nami a squishy knife, the stupid gun, to the level of edits they did to that, they couldn't clip art Brock
Oh,
into the
wait,
background.
did you guys cover the original Dragon Ball at that point then?
No,
Not
just
for,
4Kids.
not for 4Kids. We haven't covered the original Dragon Ball censorship.
No.
Oh god, because I was gonna say when they like trying to catch fucking oh god, what the hell, Oolong, trying to catch Oolong because he turned to a fish. Though in the original in the actual Dragon Ball, they used panties on a fishing line. They poorly fucking edited dollar bills over the panties.
Fucking
Can I?
poor edits is something we'll go over another day. I don't want to get too off topic
How
from
many?
Pokemon.
How many dubs has Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z have collectively? Because
Oh, the ocean dub is legendary for
Do
Dragon
you want
Ball
to count
Z.
Team 4-Star as one or no?
yeah, let's for fun, let's count Team 4-Star.
All right, I call him like the 4-star dub.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 that I know of.
So for Dragon Ball, I know there is the Ocean dub, there's the Filipino dub, there's the Spanish dub, there
All right,
is
6 then.
the original Japanese dub, there's the first American dub.
That was the ocean dub.
I know the first one with Peter Kalamis.
Oh.
Ocean dub is Canadian.
The ocean dub is wonderful. That's how you got shit like, do you understand?
The first dub with Peter Kalamis who voiced Goku, and then Sean Shebel came in with the Funimation dub. I think there's one more, so there might
Kai.
be 7 dubs in Dragon Ball total.
Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Dragon Ball Z Kai. I don't technically count that as a redub. That's more of like a.
It's more of a re-series.
If you count Team 4-Star, then there's like 6 to 8 of them.
Oh
But-
god, Cable, never the Kamehameha!
Kamehameha! Yo, actually, you want to hear a fun story about the dub for Dragon Ball? Whichever one it fucking was. I forget. I just said the name of it and I can't remember it now. The Peter Kalamis dub.
Yeah.
So when that first got dubbed, that only went up to about Namek because they weren't sure Dragon Ball Z was going to be popular. But it took off like a fucking rocket. So then Funimation got the rights to it. And so they redid everything with like new voice actors. But then another company started to redub Dragon Ball again. I think it was so there might be 9 of them that I don't remember. But when they got it, Peter Kalamis reprises his role as Goku, but with the new Sean Schemmel dub, and they say, "Hey, we need you to base your Goku performance off of this guy right here." When Sean Schemmel was basing his performance off of what he had gotten from Peter Kalamis the first time, Peter Kalamis had to act as somebody who was acting as him. So he basically had to redo Goku from the ground up, acting like Schemmel, who was already basing it off of Kalamis in the first place.
Wow, I can't wait to learn the KO Ken.
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
You hit him so hard he got sent to the next dimension.
Goku, you got to use the spirit bomb. Fucking.
Welcome to the Home for Infinite Losers.
I love HFIL. Don't.
Yeah, Heffel is the best thing that came out of censorship.
Oh my
Hefel's
god!
funny.
Not to. We're deviating a little bit off of it, but that's something that would deserve its own podcast.
Anime censorship and localization.
I just meant Dragon Ball, like going over the
Oh, yeah.
weirdness of Dragon Ball in general.
Yeah, that too.
Fuck.
Uh,
Oh my god.
Cable?
What's up?
You went into this podcast thinking we weren't gonna get even an hour worth of content out of 4Kids, and we are 2.5 hours in.
To be fair, we've been jumping back and forth because the more you talk about 4Kids, you know, we initially came in here with the intent of, oh, let's have a big goof and a yuck on 4Kids. I've really only had like most gripes with Pokemon. I've had nothing but nice things to say about
At the
most of
same
them.
time, I thanked him for the Pokemon dub because there's a lot of wonderful memories that go along with that because the voice acting was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I would, if it came down to it, if it meant like getting the Pokemon dub redone from my childhood, I would never have them touch it because it is weird, it is janky, it is dumb in so many places, but it's damn near perfect.
Yeah,
Don't-
Team Rocket. Why don't you make like a tree and leave? Oh, that's great. Who taught you that one, Professor Oak?
You know what I like about the Pokemon dub? This also goes for the Slayers dub. A lot of the voice actors, especially the main cast, bring the same level of insanity and effort and chaos to a lot of roles that you would only see in Japanese dubs, and that is impressive.
Yeah.
There
They're
is-
just having a
there's
ball with
charm to
it.
you know what? I will say this about old 4Kids dubs. There's something, and this is like something I feel like with newer voice actors, where it's like depending on the anime, you can hear some of it. Like, I feel some newer voice actors are just a little bit too hesitant to really fucking go for it lately.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to just. Everybody wants to be the next like Ian Sinclair, where it's like, oh, they have the voice everybody loves to hear, and nobody just wants to be the ridiculous guy anymore in a voice acting role.
Here's
Nobody's
the
excited to do
thing.
it.
Here's the thing, Cable. It could be the voice actors, but another thing, it could also be the voice directors.
Yeah, the
No.
directors are probably telling them to tone it down.
No, but that's the thing. It's when there were like people like Stewart or even like early Chris Sabat, when the voice directors were the voice actors to some degree like that, or at least to that extent.
Yeah.
And there was like, because I know it's more what people want, but from what I remember loving about it is your voice didn't have to be perfect, but you could hear the fucking charm in somebody's voice when they were over the top or
Yeah.
really going into it. Like, you tell me listening to James laugh isn't one of the best things about Pokemon.
It's fucking ear candy. That's the thing, because James has like the pompous, like evil villain laugh, but it is so goofy, it makes it so much more lovable.
Oh my god. Well, you know what? Oh my god, here's something else the Pokemon dub gave us. We got Pikachu's jukebox.
Oh,
Yes.
Pikachu's jukebox was fucking sick.
What kind of Pokemon are you?
They've made
Good friend.
a lot of fucking like music for the Pokemon dub.
Jenny, oh Jenny, joy, oh joy.
Team Rockets, rocket, talking trouble, walking trouble, double trouble, big trouble's gonna find you. God, his jukebox was good. But there's a lot of good to be had from 4Kids. Like for a company people like to meme on.
Yeah.
4Kids. thank you for being a part of my childhood.
Thank
You
you.
made,
Yeah,
made
thank
TV fun. I'm
Thank
sad.
you from the bottoms of our poke hearts.
I wish we could play the 4Kids national anthem.
Should we all recite the national anthem? But as we go.
God no.
Oh,
Fuck you,
We
say,
try to do our best
can
Kids
you
characters
see?
impression.
Wait, okay,
That's a
wait.
Star Spangled Banner.
Okay, I call Sonic.
No, no,
I'm
I'm
Sonic.
not doing this.
No, I'm doing
I'm not
this.
singing it.
It's an homage to 4Kids.
No.
Star Spangled Banner lyrics. Okay, I'm Sonic. Who are you guys gonna do?
I'll do Kaiba.
Are we really doing this?
Yeah, we're
Let's
really
do
doing
it.
this.
Meow.
Meowth. Okay.
You guys can do this. I'm not.
Chibi
No,
can
I'm
push
not
out.
doing it.
You guys can push out. Okay, ready?
It's
Whoa.
an American thing. I don't have to do it.
Okay, who wants to start?
What?
Ready?
Oh,
Kick us off.
and you see
By the Dollarsley line. What so proud we held at the twilight's last gleaming.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over
ramparts we watched, where so gallantly streaming.
At the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air.
Gave through the night that the flag was still there.
Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave, Yugi boy?
For the land of the free and our home
Of the brave.
in America.
Thank you, everybody.
Fuck you, America. Good night, everyone.